right, guys, welcome back to the Imaxit YouTube platform. I'm your host, JD. If you're new, please do smash that like button, share, and definitely subscribe. If you're a member of the channel, massive respect to you a lot. And how to become a member, please do click the join button. YouTube will help you along the way. So, as you saw by the title, Hallgrimsson never gave us time, cries Dennis Strong. So we're gonna get into that because we remember the reporting a story stating that Hallgrimsson telling us that he had gave them time to get whoever they want. Transfers that took place. We are going to discuss as well for Reggae Boys and Reggae Girls, and also take a look at the U20s coming up. So that's what's on the board today. All right. Let me try and big up the persons that I'm already here. We saw Chris Smith in the building. Massive respect, Chris Smith. Chris Smith, thanks for being here. Osh Poppy in the building as well. Float Management in the building. Dark Beskar in the building. Big up DNA in the building. All right. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna just play this one very fast. So or let we leave that until in the middle of the show. So we start with Deshaun Bernard. We had reported yesterday that Deshaun Bernard, it looked like he's going to stay there, even though he made a cryptic post that he's going somewhere. All right, so we are correct again. So this is what they have stated. Around 6 hours ago, Sheffield Wednesday centre-back Deshaun Bernard has signed a new contract with the Championship club. The 23-year-old moved to Hillsborough last summer for Manchester United and played 36 times for the Owls in all competition. The Jamaican international, who won the last of his 17 caps for his country in a 3-1 lost to Ecuador in the Copa America earlier this month. Sheffield Wednesday have not disclosed the length of Bernard's new contract. So we will wait and see what's up with Mr. Deshaun Bernard. But the fact that he re-signs with them, as we had said before, I think that's the best way to go, based on the fact that you want more game, you want to be sure of game time, and he did his duty. So I think he warrants that game time based off what he did at the entire season. So that was one side. They're in the championship, which is a high enough level to build your brand. We just saw Omari Hutchinson did the same thing. All right. So that tells you that you could build your brand from that said location. All right. So all of that, for me, I thought that it was still a place for him to consider to be. And it looks like he decided to stay right there. And I have no problem with it. If he had gotten something bigger, I would have been happy. But I still believe that it's somewhere that he could build from. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section as it relates to Deshaun Bernard. Good move or not? He decides to stay at Sheffield Wednesday. We have not gotten the overall time, which I'm going to try and get for you guys. Yes. For me, perfectly okay. Do your thing and just continue on the same vein of form. And I think by the end of the year, you will know where you stand. If they don't get upgraded to the Premier League, I do believe that by the end of the year, he could be on the radar of majority of the Premier League clubs. All right, so we have Vinny Congo in the building. Massive respect. RR says it's Friday. Big up yourself. Fabian Full in the building. Then we have Jamaican Guna in the building. Omar Henry in the building. Big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Good move, he says, and stability. Yeah, man. And I am cool with it as well. I am cool with it. Guys, as you come in, remember to smash the like button, share, and subscribe. Let me set it up. Obviously, you know that I have to go in the system to set up all of these things. All right, so that is one. And we are going to come to the next one because remember, we had talked about Mr. Mason Greenwood. We talked about him actually getting bought for Marseille. A lot of problems took place early on, but they decided that they're going to go with it regardless. All right. And I do believe that they have made the best decision right there to go with it regardless. All right. Because what we were hearing is that some of the fans weren't happy, and the mayor of the location wasn't really happy either. But based on several other individuals start to vouch for Mason Greenwood and say give him a chance, they decided that it looks like they decided those personnels with that backing of names can really offset the fan base to look into it and give him little time. So they decided that they're going to go with it, which I think it's a perfect decision made by them to give him the opportunity. It's fine, and a big up Leon Mitchell. Thanks for being here. Lee Young in the building. Marlon, massive respect. Thanks for being here. All right, so that was the problem, stalling the deal. All right, but he had a very good welcome, a superstar welcome to Marseille, and the deal is completed now. He's actually trending on Twitter for the last 3 days. All right, I'm gonna make the covering as the wallpaper. All right, I'm gonna make the covering as the wallpaper, so you don't have to even go anywhere to find it. All right, quality pictures coming through, and he's going to have the number 10. All right, I still believe that the deal is astronomically big. It's astronomically big for a person that they didn't want. But it shows you the quality of the player. It shows you the quality of the player, that they decided that after 2 years, in 2.5 years, he never played for Manchester United. He still has a pretty much $100 million value, $100 million value. All right, Fabrizio Romano said official confirmed. Mason Greenwood signs in as new Olympic Marseille number 10. 26 million fixed fee plus 5 million add-ons. All right, so 5 million add-ons. So you're getting the overall metrics now. And 50%. I'm live, you know. Okay. Sorry about that, people. Sorry about that. So let me put it on the screen so you can get to see it. All right. Sorry about that. This is the biggest problem I have right here. As you could see, they're saying 50% sell-on clause for Manchester United. All right. At first, we thought that the 50% sell-on clause wasn't was a part of the actual fixed fee year. So, for instance, if they do sell the player in the future, they should get back at least 13 more million on the player. But they are saying the 50% sell-on clause, what you're seeing here, is solely down to the next future fee. So if he does incredible well in the next year and go for 100 million, they have to get 50 more million out of it, which is kind of mental. I'm going to keep tabs on it. I'm going to keep tabs on it, people, to let you guys know what's up. But Mason Greenwood is fully signed to Marseille, so you're going to see him in Ligue 1 this season. Do believe that he's going to do better than actual Spain. I think he's going to do better than actual Spain. All right. And anything better than that, it's going to jump him up easy well to 60, 70 million. Easy well. I think by the completion of this deal, he's going to be like 40 million, close to kickoff his first game. So that tells you how a good season could help him to propel him back into those big levels. All right. So let me know your thoughts on Mason Greenwood. If you think this is a good deal, I think it's a robbery coming through from Manchester United, but it is what it is. 30 million for a prolific striker. But it's not necessarily 30 million, you know. It is pretty much 100 million, Guna, because they are not getting the money directly. But obviously, he's not going to stay here. All right, he's going to be transferred within the next 2.5 years. I'm not asking you. All right, because they would want a profit on him as well. Marlon said, JD, I said it before the mayor could talk as much he wanted. The director for football and president tell mayor he doesn't play football. Okay. I'm okay with him staying. All right, and then we have iRevive said Marseille fans welcome him. We're chanting his name. We're getting that. Don't worry yourself. We're getting that. That's why we put it up on the screen to show you. All right, so this is one clip. And I want to get the rest as well for you. All right, that is just off a cell phone. All right, but I wanted to see it, and you saw his lady here. This Herbie. All right. Wow. All right. All right. I don't want. Okay. I can't bother with these people here, man. They had to try patch things in it. You saw people trying to put the information of the previous case situation in it as well. You know, so I wanted to show you how it looked. Him signing, but it looks like I've not gotten it as yet. So once I do get it, I will pull it up on the screen, people. All right. Messi is a 50 to 75 million striker. Man, you want to offload him. I don't think they wanted, you know. I think based on the price that they got, what they asked for him tells me that they never wanted to offload him. Based off what I saw, it's pressure of England and also their fan base. That's what I thought was the problem right there. So they couldn't wait to get rid of him, but want future profits of him. Yes. So that's what I'm saying. They never wanted to let go of him. I'm happy for Greenwood, not too pleased with some aspect of the deal. All right. JD, Greenwood is already a $100 million player. We know that the incident affect his value and not his football talent. That is definitely true, because if you look at everything at this point, people, he's literally jumping 25 million almost just under a year's time, and over close to 2 years he can go back to where he was before, which is 50 million. So that tells you that it never affected his value, none at all. All right, so people, all right, let me get going. So that is Macy Greenwood and Deshaun Bernard. Let me pull up Deshaun Bernard right here just to show you guys, to confirm it. And I'm working overtime, you know, guys, for everything that you guys ask for. All right, so this is Deshaun Bernard. As you saw, we told you yesterday that he's going to re-sign, and then he's re-signing just to show you that we try to dig deep in things and get information for you. All right, so that's for Deshaun Bernard. Let me pull up let me pull up this one now. Let me pull up this one because you guys asked me about it yesterday as well. You asked me about it yesterday as well, and I tried to get as much information and try to clear it up as best as possible. Because why I wanted to clear it up that way, because I know that once you're young, you're vulnerable and stuff, and you know in our culture sometimes peer pressure can get the best of us. So that's why I wanted to make sure I dealt with this properly. All right. You guys told me yesterday, and I said I'm going to make as much calls as possible and get to the individuals them to get the answer. All right. Yes. So we're gonna we never drop his name in it. We will put his name in the description as well. So Tyreek Magee, at this point, as of today or yesterday, as of yesterday, he was still at Younger Circle on the billing, but he's in Jamaica and he is training with Mount Pleasant. All right, he was at Mount Pleasant before, and I've explained to you guys, which I will go into circle brother details. They were trying to use him as a wing back, left winger, right winger, and also a striker. All of those positions have changed drastically over time, and I don't think that maybe he's in their future plan their immediate future plan. All right, so that really hampered him, and at this point it looks like he's staying fit, but he has not signed anything as yet. So that's why this has not been changed as yet. So he has not signed for Mount Pleasant as of yesterday, and that is coming from the people themselves. All right, yes. So But let me know, what say you? Would it be okay, in your take, to say that he should sign with Mount Pleasant? Because for me, my take is he could sign with anyone he wants. But you have learned a lot through the Academy of Circle Braga, which is one of the best academies, best developing academies in Belgium at this point. They are really getting good praises and stuff. So whatever he learns and he wants to take his talent elsewhere, no problem, because he's very young. So that's what I would say. I wouldn't want him to waste out his entire time, his entire youth, like Magee, and then it don't work out for him anyways. So I would say continue and get somewhere, MLS, USL, get somewhere to play. Mount Pleasant, the league in Jamaica is kind of trying to take off, or some teams are trying to take off. Mount Pleasant in that queue of teams that's trying to take off. So if you want to sign with them, do a year or so, I have no problem. I think it's still a decent for me. Boss, did you see Jamaica drop in FIFA ranking? I told you that before the time. You should have just come and tell me that I told you, and I'm accurate. That's what you should have told me. But you don't want to give me credit. All right. Greenwood hasn't played in the EPL for two to three seasons, and him still has more goals than such man. Oh my God. All right, guys, remember, as you come in, please do smash the like button, share and subscribe. And remember, we are going to have match day. So as you know, match day, you guys need to support the channel. We always said 10 super chat on the match days, because you know man's at the bleach. All right, so support the conversation. All right, I'm optimistic. Mashup League One, just want him, said Jamaica. I think he's going to say Jamaica. Saw some articles trying to switch to say that he's needed in the English team and all those stuffs. But I truly believe that the fan base for England don't want him. So based off that, I think he's going to be in Jamaica. I think he's going to be in Jamaica. Patrick in the building says they are getting a generation talent in Mason Greenwood. So Manchester United deserve every bit of money that they want for him. All right. Oh my God, Patrick. But they had not dealt with him well. They had succumbed to public pressure at first, but yet still want every dollar that they should gain, which they never developed the player over the period of the last 2 years. It was other clubs developed the player over the last 2 years. So I'm just saying, all right, Patrick. All right, Patrick. I'm not going to fight it. Umza in the building. Massive respect. Big up yourself. Big up yourself. Thanks for being here. So we're talking about Tyreek Magee. He's still at Younger Circle on the books, but it will change very soon, I do assume. But as of yesterday, it has not changed, because nothing has completed as yet. Yes, all right. Let me know if you think that he's going in the right direction based off what you know about him. He did make one appearance for Circle Braga, which is the parent club for Younger Circle, because as you saw, Younger Circle is playing in the third tier as well, because you have to keep yourself active, just like a Chelsea plays in different leagues as to the Premier League. All right, so they're keeping themselves upbeat. I respect this kid. As you guys know, I thought that he improved what we saw from previous local kids going overseas, fits in with people there, but it was a challenge to make it to the first team, and I don't think we have much local talents that could have actually broke through to the first team and stayed in there based off what they are doing. All right. And I've explained that yesterday clearly. At first, when 2 years ago, they were in youth development, but some of the youths matriculated very fast. They had big CLN values, and then they found themselves in a good position in the league. So their overall mentality changed over time. And that's what I thought really cost him maybe a placement, because if they had grown at the same pace that they expected, maybe he would have gotten that opportunity. But you saw Denke them rapidly rising in value, almost close to reach 30 million anytime soon. So it tells you you're not going to get any game over those guys, to be honest. iRevive says local players keep returning back from Europe. But this situation, I think this situation is slightly different. It could still mean that he has learned a lot. So I will wait until I do see him play, and then I will know. Them not do much for the youth. Who don't do much for the youth? Let me know. Good day, JD. To the world. Big up yourself, Dr. GG. Why are these ballers coming back so often? I've just explained this specific situation. I'm not talking about the others because I've explained the others a little bit different. But I kind of empathize for this situation because I'm here in Belgium and I know what the club is going through as well. And that kind of impacted as well. Not saying that he's at any astronomical level, but I'm saying based off what they are doing. So let me Sirkia Brega. All right, 1 second. Let me show you what they're doing in their main team so you can see it on the screen, people. Their main team, as you saw it here. All right, so he was trying to get in from the right wing back position to the forwards position. So let me maximize it so it is bigger on the screen so you guys can see it right here. All right. So this is it right here, as you could see. Wilson, and Wilson doesn't really matter right here. So we need the right backs, as you could see. Right back, Ibrahim Diakite, 20 years old. All right, you guys know him. You saw him the last time. Guinea, France, 800,000 market value at a 20 years old. All right, that's just one of them right there. He's rivaling with at this point. Left wing, Kazim, 1.5 million. He's 21 years old. Minda, 21 as well, 6 million. All right. Sommer, you guys supposed to know Sommer as well from Belgium. He is 3 million right there. Efekele, 20 years old, 500k. That's a popular player as well. Bayo, as you saw, 400k, and these are young kids, 18 years old, so they are younger than him. All right. So if you have not gotten every single thing through your development, I think you're gonna always get set back. Because these kids are younger coming straight through and they're not stopping. And as you saw here, Denke is 23 and he's 16 million. And by the season starts, he's 25 million. He was the star of last year. He pretty much brought them to the position that they never expected to be last year. Felipe Augusto from Brazil, you guys know him as well. He signs for them, 20 years old, 3 million. And Kotara, 300k. All right. So you see, so they have like 10 players in the same position. All right. So it's very hard for him to break through. And all of those kids are from regions that they've been classed as pretty much wonder kids coming through. All right. Yes. So I don't know. Take it as how you want it, people. Big up yourself, Patrick. Yes, man. I'm not fighting today. He was just not good enough. But you could say that. You could say he's not good enough. But you realize the talents them that I've just shown you. You don't have anybody that is good enough in our region. Period. Aldre, you don't have nobody in Jamaica that is as good as these players. Nobody at all. Nobody in the local. Nobody at all. You understand me? So that's what I'm saying. I'm explaining to you their overall vision for their club changed based on their position. So they signed a lot of players that are upward players in 2 years' time. They are 50 million. You understand me? So they have already broken through. So if you get 15 players broken through in your position, you were developing in the club for the last 2 years. You have dropped back to around 14 slots. You get what I'm saying? So I'm just reasoning it out to give you the facts around it. All right. So that's it for Mr. Zimenez. All right. MLS might be a good move. If he could get an MLS move, that would be very good for him. All right. So then this baller was not developed and they made him go to Belgium and come back. Well, that could be the case. That could be more the case, and mixed with the level of talent that these guys bought on top of him. So it's very hard. All right. So we have Christopher in the building said, "Hey JD, my Jamaican brother. Big up yourself, my El Salvador brother. Massive respect. I hope that everybody is doing great. Yes, man, everyone is doing great. Ravens in says bless up JD and everyone in the chat. Tyreek got better on the ball, improved his vision with line breaking passes, and got a better defending. Got better defender. Got to be a better defender. Yes, there was just more talented fullbacks and wingers. That's what I'm breaking down Ravens Medical to explain to them, and the main importance, because majority of these guys just came in. So it tells people that the condition for the club changed over the last year. You understand me? So that's what I'm telling people, because some of them left my boy from was it South Africa, South Korea or Japan? I forgot his name. He left, and he was the first big transfer left, and they got the money from that, and that's where it starts to build up very fast. All right. So, but I think he's going to be a better player when you do see him. So just reserve your judgment before. He's not signed to them as yet. He's not signed to them as yet. But more likely, if he doesn't find an next place, that's where he's going to sign to. All right. Them man, their football education more advanced. Yes, because they're coming from Brazil. They're coming from Brazil. So some of them you saw in the Youth World Cup the last time. You saw them. Most of them you saw in the Youth World Cup. You get me? So they are quality players. Sherman Scott, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. So I am not gonna beat him. I totally understand if you guys want to call it and say that it's a failure. I can understand. But I think it's not a failure only on him. It would be a failure of overall Jamaica. I would say it would be a more Jamaica failure overall, because if he was prepared earlier, maybe what he went there and learned in year 2 would have been something that he's learning from day 1. You understand me? One second, guys. Let me share this so people can rally in. All right. Yes. And thanks to everyone that came in. Massive respect. All right. Okay, him nothing debaka a JPL, but if you don't Jamaican Guna, it's hard for me to say not to go back to JPL when you only can maybe get pushed further and further back, because if everyone is coming in and they're surpassing maybe where you are in your development, it's going to take a time. We just saw the same thing upon to Junior Flemings and even Stewart. You get me? So I think this what he's doing, I think maybe it's the best option. Blessings everyone. Okay, blessings everyone. Triple E says bless up Triple E, thanks for being here. Massive respect. Nigel says Tyreek Jimenez want to play World Cup 2026. He wants to fight for one of the 6 JPL quota spot. Maybe that's the situation, but I kind of knew that that's not the situation. All right. Big of yourself, massive respect. New Wave JFF always in shambles. All right, so let me get to the JFF side before we switch back to our final part of the show. All right, yeah, man. So big up all the real ones them in the chat. All right, massive respect to all the real ones them that hit the like button already. Big up for that. All right. Them inferior coaching, they are going stunted. Well, let's see. If he has a plan to leave within a certain time frame, I think it's not a big problem. If he stays there for a little while, because it's not better than staying where he is, But maybe this can showcase other people, showcase you to other people. That's all, And remember, they are in Concacaf this year, Mount Pleasant should be in Concacaf. Let me know from someone. Big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Mount Pleasant should be in Concacaf, so that should be helpful. All right, Ernest in the building. Massive respect. All right, so let me get into Mr. Hallgrimsson. Mr. Hallgrimsson, we did an article the other day. Mr. Hallgrimsson gave his take, and he had said that when they were trying to bring him to the front of the situation taking place in Ireland, he came up and he said that yes, prior to the Copa, we had told the president and the people in charge that he's going to be leaving after the Copa. That's what he had said. Let me know if you guys remembered me putting up that and we talking about that. Let me know if you guys remember. Yes or no. Just put a yes so we can continue with the situation. All right. Yes or no. All right. Because we can find the article again if that's the case. We can find the article again if that's the case. But I do believe that it's just the other day, so everyone should remember that very clear. That's his pretty much interview that he did just the other day. Just the other day. All right. He had stated that he gave the president in to be direct. He said he told the president that he's going to be leaving at said this time. He told him, he said that. All right. And we were saying why they never made that why they never made that why they never made it, why they weren't prepared, why they weren't prepared for the situation. All right. Right now, so I'm going to play you Dennis Strong, and when we play it, we can start a discussion, and maybe we can take our calls as well in the discussion, because I kind of figured something, you know, guys, and that's why you should, once one fraction of the JFF speaks on something, don't jump to believe it at first. All right, at first. So the coach had said that he told the president and also others in charge that he's going to be leaving prior to the Gold Cup. All right. So before the Copa America even started. So prior to that, and it looks like it even before the final World Cup qualifiers. So before that, all right, he made it very clear. And Mr. Chung said they never had any time. Hold on, Juras. Hold on. That's why the hold on, Juras, because he said that. So we're gonna see. Let me get to it. Let me get to it. So Mr. Chung, Mr. Dennis Strong, let me get it right here because I was playing it today. All right. So Mr. Dennis Strong. So let me play it. And this is about the future coach coming in.
The Football Federation says it is closer to employing a coach for the Senior Reggae Boyz following the resignation of Heimir Hallgrímsson almost 2 weeks ago. Valentina Thompson has more in this report.
Tuesday, the Daily Mirror in the United Kingdom reported that former Manchester United and Trinidad and Tobago striker Dwight York is in line to become the next Reggae Boyz coach. Speaking at a press conference at the Jamaica Football Federation's office on Wednesday, JFF General Secretary Dennis Strong confirmed York's application.
He has applied in terms of the 5. I don't want to say specifically who it is yet.
All right, so I had seen these Dwight York takes, and persons brushed it aside and said it was fake news. So, well, him here stating that yes, he sent in his application. All right, so I heard other persons said it's fake news, and this is one complete opposite, you know, from 2 JFF personnel, you know. JFF personnel, you know. This is one blunder already. You know. So as I said, we can't actually take it at face value at any point. So that is one. So for anyone, that's the reason why it was printed in the overseas papers, because it is true. All right, he's a part of the lower tier of coaches. So the winding down set of coaches from the 40 to the maybe 10th or whatever. So you see what I'm saying? Wow.
But certainly, Dwight was someone that's good with that.
Chung did not say if York was the favorite for the job, but said the candidate selected will be known in short order.
We actually got to about 40, where we've cut down to about 5. And so we're doing interviews over the next week or so, and then we will announce a successful candidate.
Meanwhile, Chung revealed Heimir Hallgrímsson's decision to resign after the Copa America was not previously decided discussed with the JFF, stating the Icelander did not give the federation prior notice.
What I was very surprised about is that, my expectation is that if someone is going to, knowing that they're going to leave a position, then normally, just like they would do at any other media house, just to give the appropriate notice. That's a professional thing. And
all right, so you hear me there. He said, first, the speaker that's introducing him stated that Mr. Chung stated that Heimir Hallgrímsson left without giving any notice. All right, and it makes it more difficult for them to go and find a coach. All right, and he said getting to them, sending his resignation or informing them from before is the most professional thing to do. But Heimir Hallgrímsson said the opposite. He said that he informed them from before and told the president directly after that as well that he's going to be leaving. So when he sent in his resignation, it was not anything by surprise. And then I heard other persons coming in and saying that it was not a surprise to them that he was going to leave. You understand me? So the confusion is just off the train. You understand me? Or that is just him trying to buy some sympathy. Let me know. Hold up. He told the president he was leaving way before. Yes, that's what he said. And also he informed them as well. So I don't know who to believe at this point. I don't even know why he's even coming out saying this now, because it was not relevant. You understand me? Or maybe it's just to save face, to say that you knew that he was going to leave and you never started to even recruit in silence right after. All right. And based on the way he answered that, and the coach have something to say, the next part of his statement, I don't believe either. You understand me? And this is the problem with them. It's hard for you to believe them when you listen to all of them talking. They seem very confident, and they can con out a lot of people. But once you put all of their statements together, it just does not seem believable. I'm very sorry. Let me play the rest.
And therefore, that was the main surprise for us. It's not that the signs were not there, but you'd have expected that from a professional basis, that the appropriate notice would have been
Calling out the man.
and allow the JFF to actually, do a search for further. But it worked out for us because, as I said, as soon as the announcement was made, we started getting interest from all around the world.
He also dismissed claims the JFF had a fallout with Hallgrimsson and were contemplating firing him before he resigned.
There was no discussion about any separation. I think the president was not surprised that we were president.
And this is the worst part of it. He looked around to the president right after that. Hallgrimsson said he told the president to his face that he's going to be resigning after the Copa America. That's what the man literally said. And the president was there when he's answering and never had nothing to say with it. So if Hallgrimsson turned out to be telling the truth, it's going to make him look bad. And this is why you guys can easily look bad, because people don't have 24-hour memory. They can easily well find clips and listen to what people says and don't believe you. All right, that's why I felt the need to bring it, because I knew that the subscribers are very smart. They are going to come back and ask me. So I made sure to jump on top of it. You understand me? Because he was there. He was there. Michael Sadler, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Dwight Yark also was on Irie FM confirming that he would like the job because he can relate. All right. So it tells you that sometimes don't listen to a lot of these people. They are just sensationalism type of personnels, and I don't even know what they're doing certain things for. Bless up Jason Guna. JFF killing our football at Trini to come coach us. I thought that he was just a part of the numbers, but all I'm saying that the people that beats the people that put out content to say that Dwight Yark is a part of the personnel them being discussed. He's saying it. And if you have to take everything that he said is true, you have to take that as well. And obviously, you hear that he's on radio saying the same thing. So he's a part. Mr. Speeder has said that the interview with the potential coaches start today. All right, Trey Moon. That's all I'm saying, Trey Moon. You cannot listen to what one person says because it looks like communication between all of them is very, very poor. And it tells you by the coach and Leon Bailey situation before. You're seeing it every single time. How much more times we need to see it before we actually start believing it? Rennie Simons and Winfield Schiefers also applied. Spade said 2 of the applicants applications are persons over 65 years old. All right, a real Jamaican, let's strike if Trini gets the job. No, if the guy is qualified, why not? These guys in the JFF, it's never their fault. Always someone else. And Tennessee, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. JD, I think the surprise was about Grimmy taking the Ireland job. Yeah, but come on, man. So why? You know what I can't understand? I want to ask you this question. Why is it all of Jamaica's so-called bright people, you guys have to always be thinking what they actually meant by what they're saying? So why they can't put a proper sentence together and make sense? Because every single time Chung speaks, you guys seems to be telling me that that's not what he meant. Every time the next guy for JPL speaks, you guys seems to be taking out calculator to tell me what he meant. So all these guys are so intelligent, but they can't make sense because it only can be a lie he's telling, or he doesn't make any sense, and he's not as bright as what people perceived him to be. One of the two. See, you get me, Trey Moon? We need to stand up because if it's me out here talking in circles and not making any sense, you guys are going to beat me. You get me? Good God, man. I thought he said he told them the night before. No, Juras. The man make it very clear. The man said before even the Copa starts, he told them, Juras, you're not going to get away with that, Juras. You're not. And the clip is there. Don't side with them. We have, you want me to pull up a clip, Juras? You want me to pull up the clip? Sympathy boss, him name. No. And he love in next week or so. That is his favorite phrase. Okay, you're talking Chung. Yeah, man, we have to call it out, Juras. We can beat the previous coach, but we can also call out these things that people could clearly see that maybe it's a clear lie and you're just telling unnecessary lies. All right, JD, you think Oli could be? Of course, he's an option. He's an option. They never mentioned him, but they just mentioned Dwight York. So that means none of the persons that posted Dwight York was actually false. So I saw things saying Mr. Spade said that is not true. So, and him saying Dwight York is a candidate. So that means Mr. Speed is lying or Chung is lying. So yes, you get what I'm saying. So you guys have one speaker. Please just get one good speaker. That's it. I want to leave Limelight alone because it might not be for you guys. Because every single time I'm twine up on myself because I like Limelight a little bit too much. I'm not sure if Grimmy is really truthful either. I believe if the JFF knew, a search would have begun sooner. Okay. You Jamaican? I think so. Before they come to the media, they need to meet to get the same page. Thank you very much, Juras. That's you want one speaker. All of them need to. Mr. Speed, leave YouTube alone. Please, leave YouTube alone. Or talk about your club. All right? Yes. And if him alone come speak, it makes it a little bit more believable. But if you saying one thing over here and the next man saying the complete opposite, it makes you look like a liar. All right, and it's not me saying that Mr. Speed is a liar. Based on what Dennis Strong is saying is the opposite of what Mr. Speed saying. And obviously Mr. Speed would have the footballing knowledge, so you would want to believe him a little bit more. So what you're saying then, information have not reached Mr. Chung, and he should be the one with the paperwork. So it's confusing people. Come on, man. JD, we tout professionalism all the time by verbally telling the president that you're leaving wasn't the correct way. He should have sent a formal letter, put it in writing. All right. So if someone told you that he's going to be leaving for said time, even if it's not in writing, Trey Moon, that means you're setting up yourself for him to be leaving at said time. So if it doesn't come true, you will call him out on his base. But if it does, you're prepared for it. Am I right, Trey Moon? That is the same sign of professionalism as well. It's a safe face scenario that can happen in any organization. The sad part is that there is no need to hide it because the truth will always come out. Blessings, Young King, massive respect. It wouldn't be wise for them to pick Yark after doing my research. Okay, well, they decide what they want. All right. What people don't realize when you have professional coaches, they stick by the books, and it only shows us Jamaican that we are the only ones who always doing unprofessional businesses. All right. What's your take on all these coach that you heard apply? I have to do a better breakdown. I am not for the sensationalism. That's why I never built a video talking about any specific coach. I said I'm going to collect all coaches from you guys, and now I'm going to put the ones that I saw on the list and build a video for it. Hell no, at JD. We don't want not Trini. Okay, no problem, no problem. If the man is good enough, he could have come in from space. I am okay with it. All right, because we want him to deliver the job. Deliver to the job. That's it. Spade said there were 2 persons from Trinidad that applied. All right. I don't believe Hallgrimsson and I don't believe JFF. Their story are not adding up. Both parties are hiding something. I think that could be true. I think they actually had problems because he had said that they had problems, but at the same time saying that they left in peace. But he told you in the next interview that they are very unprofessional and he couldn't get along with them. That's what he said, So they had problems, all right, because they admit from day one that the president was verbally informed by the coach that he would leave. Mr. Speed said that he wasn't surprised by his resignation. The only surprise, the new job. Yes, I understand that, Trey Moon. But this man coming saying a complete different thing. He was surprised that he left. He never had a clue. Trey Moon, you can just get the truth and believe the situation. It's not me picking. It's not me fighting the JFF. It's them saying it. All right. So all I'm saying is they need one person to come and inform the public and stop being all over the internet, because it makes it seem that you guys are not collecting information and disperse it in the proper way. All right, Dean Sowell, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Just like they are confused in what they say, it's the same way they are confused in how to run the football. Oh my God. Wow. So I can't beat Dean Sowell because yesterday he came here, and he had said the same thing to us, and we never dismiss what he was saying, but we were trying to argue on a deeper problem. But he came back today and you're saying, yes, man. Okay, all right, Mr. Dean Sowell. I heard you. All right. JD Speed said he don't want nobody to defend him. Some man act like them a defender of Speed. No, man. No, people just trying to get into the conversation. That's all I think. JD, I'm not siding with anyone. I'm commenting based off what I heard, and read all of my comments, please. All right, Jura. Sorry. Very sorry. Very sorry. All right. People, a match day, a match. Hola. Let me check. A match day. All right. So people, when they need to support the platform, match day. We said 10 super shots, match day, even though I know we're not winning still, But just support me for me not sleeping or me getting up out of my sleep. That's what I would say. I can't sell a false hope, and I'm not going to sell any false hope, people. All right. We have a strong chance not winning it. All right. So it is 4:06 tomorrow. It will start. Let me put it up here to show you guys. So no need to support the platform. All right. Because mans have to get up in the night. See, people, 4:06 right here. Look at it. 4:06. It's going to be starting. All right. So mans have to get up late, all right? Father Bling, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. So JD, only the JFF can lie. Father Bling, did I say only the JFF can lie? Or I proposed a solution to the JFF? My goodness, Father Bling, it looked like nothing that I've said you understand. Are you just fighting me? Is it true Oli is the number one candidate? I don't think they have a number one candidate as yet. You can have more than one speaker, but just speak the truth. Oh my God. Whew, all right. I don't mind the coming in YouTube because I am more okay. All right. One person jurors, one person. Then Chung don't come away. Chung don't come away then. Simple. Why would he blatantly lie in the face of the president? Question, bro. JFF is slack. No, but what the problem is, the president should have jumped up and said, but no. That's why I'm beating the president as well, you know. You remember I told him he needs to be hands-on. He needs to be hands-on. So if the next man can, all right, people, be honest to yourself. The president is right there. So why he just never come out and say, oh yeah, but it was not done in a professional manner, but he had told me, all right? And we had to wait until we get a proper report and him leaving so we can start looking for more personnels, because it would have been unprofessional for we to be looking for personnels with just off the word amount. If he had said that, you know, we could start to say, all right, then, you know what, he's being honest, and we sympathize to the situation, all right? He did send a resignation letter after the verbal notification. That's what he said. That's what he said. I told you that JD Spade need to stay away from YouTube. Well, one of them need to stay away from YouTube. I don't mind. Okay, you put the 2 times. I don't mind Spade coming on YouTube. Would rather him than Chung. But Juras, I said one of them need to be there, Juras. One. Not 2, because when you have 2 and they're always contradicting each other, you understand me? It could sell. Remember, they are trying to protect their image, you know, people. They are trying to protect their image. So I'm just giving them a tip, because maybe they never listened to what the coach said, you know. Because clearly they couldn't listen to what the coach said and come in here saying that, oh, people need to be professional and this and that. And the man was saying the opposite to what they are saying as well. Both things can be true. The coach have an issue with the federation, and they both part in good faith. Okay, but based on fair enough. Let me not argue that one. All right. People don't see how bad it looks. That Chung and Speed never on the same page. All right, see that Jason saying the same thing that I'm saying, because that's what I'm saying. One of them need to leave the conversation alone. You know. JD, play the Do Right York interview. I will look for it. Someone send it on my WhatsApp so I can play it. One voice that will help make the situation better. Yes, because you're trying to sell a belief to the public. People, you see the next man just fight me and say, oh, only the JFF can lie. I am trying to protect the JFF to make them look better as well. So I'm just saying, a smart idea, make one of you guys speak. Just one. If people call you to explain things, only tell them that you're not doing any media work at this point. You know? Yes, man, it will work out better. Daniel Smith said, JD, if the JFF wants someone that understands the culture, then York would be the best choice. Remember, they and Paul wasn't in one accord, and Coley is still learning. All right, so you're saying that it's only one man at this point. If it's a popularity contest, Oli could be one of the best option, but I'm not sure about his coaching quality for this team. The reason why I don't have the discard open, Mr. Juras, is solely because I am speaking, and I have a show running. If you want to call in, you call in and give your take. But why I need to have the discard open for everybody to come in, and then I can't control the show just for your selfish reason, Juras. Your selfish reason. Because you have my phone number, you could have called in, but you just want what you want. All right. So I'm not, it's Friday, peaceful day. I'm at home alone, nice, decent. My lady is out and my kid is out. I'm not gonna fight with Juras today. Today is not the day. You need to remind people of the correct game time since you're in a different time zone. Okay. 7 hours of 10 o'clock. I think that should be Jamaica time. Should be 4 o'clock. 4 o'clock. It should be 9 o'clock. 9:06 Jamaica time. And if you're on Eastern time, 10:06. That's the conversion. That should have been done prior to holding the press conference. I am assuming they all knew the narrative before they appeared. But say says the complete difference, okay? Grimmy verbally mentioned resignation from the Canada game, but there was no timeline, no letter. The letter was received during Copa. The Ireland job, it's the JFF by surprise. All right. Wasn't it the same with Whitmore before it finally come to the end to his tenure? Yeah, it was similar. It was similar. Big up yourself, Zay. Thanks for being here, guys. Please do it, like button, share, and subscribe. All right, we are close to 100. We aim for 200. Let me aim for 250. It's a Friday. It's a Friday. You're not donating, so at least support the like button. All right, yeah, man. So make the 250. Yeah. Can you play the York interview? No, I don't have it. If you don't send it, I don't have it. All right. And some of these things I can't play because it's people's content. It seems like JFF not have no president. I strongly agree with that part. He needs to do more. All right. He needs to do more. All right. He needs to do more. You're not going to bully me to get what you want, you know, because sometimes I believe that you have a different ulterior motive to what you're doing. Do you in a Juras? I'm going to call you out, you. Because I am, let me set this up right here for the lovely people that wants to call in, not the narrative sellers them. 466-46. What's my phone number? 1 second, guys. I'm trying to find my phone number. Plus 466. Yes, Juras is a narrative seller. Juras want to mash up my shows. I think that is the call-in number, so you can call in and give your take on that. I have some other discussions that I want to go in, but I'm going to make sure I take the call-ins first. All right? Yes. So I will give that brother named Juras his time to call in, and anyone else that wants to call in on the Mesa Greenwood subject. The Mesa Greenwood subject. Deshaun Bernard subject. Deshaun Bernard subject. All right, and also the JFF situation. I saw a lot of Trey Moon and those guys talked on it. I would love for them to give their take. So you can call in Trey Moon if you want. The number is right there. 1 second, let me pull this up right here because I just saw something came through. So let me pull it up as well. Always somebody else's fault. That's what Omzo is saying. Oli is better than all the rest. I actually think that Oli's style is not so bad, you know. Is not so bad. All right. It's not so bad based on what you have at this point. I saw him played it for Manchester United against City a few times. And he was impactful with the style. His midfielders are much more engaged than Hallgrimsson. Hallgrimsson never had midfielders. He had blockers or screeners, I would say. JFF really got accountability for anything. It's never them. Or took accountability for anything. Triple E says he's helping me to be professional. Okay, no problem. That is very good. We only can improve. But make sure you don't pick a side before. All right? Before you hear anything. All right? Based on what Spade said, the new coach must live in Jamaica and understand the culture. So with this, Notice I only see York, Coley, and all. All right. These are all right. So let me say something. Most of the other players are not from this culture. So what you mean understand the culture? How would that make, unless you want to add more things to the guys them see the guys them overall job description period. Just add more things like the last coach that we had. He should qualify for World Cup. He should put a camp in Jamaica, develop the youths them, find more games. So do everything that the JPL clubs them should be doing. And then at the end of the, when it's coming to the end, you start sticking out to say that these are you have to qualify for the World Cup. You have to qualify for the World Cup. But sometimes the distraction, because I remember this coach crying out saying that he never wanted to play these games because he wanted to set up on his plans. People remember well. So sometimes these same things, Daniel, Mr. Speed putting it in, actually, it is the distraction from the man them fulfill their main goal. All right? Because if him already identify what is the best option and he can go towards that said option, why you keep on putting in a bag of side pieces, and then in the end you're gonna slither away and pretend like you never had those side pieces in? Because that's why I make him speak, on these matters, But remember, the coach, majority of the matches, the coach is saying he never really want to play them, because he want to fix and set up on his system in those same times. So sometimes I honestly believe that you need to have other people overseeing these hiring, not just Mr. Speed and a bag of man where not really in the football in world, All right, Mr. Speed should be there, but other people need to be there as well, because some of these things that you're putting in these class, it's not working, man. I'm telling you. It's putting pressure, unnecessary pressure on a lot of these people, and they should still pull off what everybody in Jamaica wants. I am objective in my thinking and understand. I don't sell narratives. But that had nothing, what I had said about you, had nothing to do with the subject at hand, all right? It's just me and you fighting different, all right? If you want to bully me in what to do, that's what I was talking about, sir. And I said, I'm not doing it. All right. JD, Argentina hired their coach with coaching experience. He has now won 2 Copa America and a World Cup. All right. Whomever is the coach, they must use the players to their strength while implement their system of play. Simple as that, Mr. Soel. That's all. No 64 mathematics. You need to put this man beside you. You need to walk the street, scrape up some of the Jamaican grass. Need to eat the food. Don't talk about the Icelandic fish. Brother, I want to stop on the foolishness. All right? Brother, I want to stop on the foolishness. All right? Because it's pure foolishness. Coley wants to be the coach. He's not out of the race based on what people are saying. JD, it's not fair for our national senior team coach to be developing local baller. The JPL clubs need to do their job 100%, including Mr. Speed. All right? Coach said these games are good, but not good at the same time, as it was stopping this preparation with the main senior team. We have to say that he stayed consistent from day one. From the Argentina game, he was saying the same thing. All right, so we have to give him credit. All right. Oh Lord, JD, I heard Spade saying yesterday that the coach will have to have a local squad at all times on standby. Okay, well, boy, I don't know him. Mr. Speed put himself in a house. That's the problem. That's all I do know. All right, JD, Argentina. Oh yeah, I read that one already. With that comment about the requirements, it appears to be a Jamaican. The culture is a hustle mentality and a take what we want attitude. All right, look at this, guys. if you are a qualified individual, because clearly Mr. Speed is not qualified to take us to the World Cup. That's very clear by now. So if you are not qualified to take us to the World Cup, you are hiring someone that is already above you in footballing knowledge, right? So that is already a case of unbalance. But now you don't know how to get us to the World Cup, right? You don't know how to get us to the World Cup, you know. I'm not disrespecting Mr. Speed. I'm just explaining that. And you're adding more things to it, so you don't know what is required to get us there, but you're still adding more things to it as well. So you don't know how difficult you're making the job for the said personnel that you are going to choose. Obviously, if they want the job, they're going to always say yes. And that's how you're going to get people that comes and deceive us. You get me? Because obviously, maybe they have a good attitude towards qualifying. But when they come here and realize that because this is over, Mr. Sewell is here. He should be around for the last 30 years. This is what we throw upon almost all coaches. And it always ends the same way, including the one that qualified us for the World Cup. And it always ends the same way. So why we think that 30 years later, it's going to end anyway different, with more education? Come on, man. The man can't create this world of magic. The only culture we need to be concerned with is football culture. Football is not a Jamaican sport. Spade did mention they are getting outside help for this process as well. Okay, well, he needs to make that public. He needs to make that as public as possible. Spade must either deal with the Federation football or Cavaliers football. Can't do both. Oh my God! Wow. All right. The only job in football history that food is a metric to judge. It's our ego, man. It's our ego. Spain coach is good too. No, we just boy, oh boy. All right. All right, so let me leave it alone. All right, so you guys never call. Well, let me check it first because I don't want to say they never called in. All right, you guys never called in. All right, so I want to move on. So don't call in 2 hours in and then expect me to answer it because I'm not going to answer it. All right, because you never called in when I said it should have. All right, people, we have to keep it organized. All right. And guys, make sure you're hitting the like button, sharing, and subscribing. Come on, we're just at 100 likes. 1 hour in the stream. Come on, man. Wake up out of your bed. All right. Forcing local coaches onto the coach is nonsense. I heard him change that metric to say that if the coach, like he really looks at it to say that what JD was saying from day one makes sense. And people clip him and send it to me and say if the coach is forced to say that they don't want a local coach beside them, and they look at it, they might just grant him his wish. And if they're going to put a local coach, they're going to rotate them in the future. That's what they want to do. So they want to change it from this point because I was pushing back on that from day one. You understand me? Day one. So he had said those things. If the JFF genuine and want to get best bang for bucks, they should hire the coach. Let's say Oli, and win would be win would be to hire Coley as his assistant. No, but no. My problem is a man. If you're a coach, you can't hire the federation can't hire a man. That's the problem is we want to get involved with too much things. If you say that man is good enough to do the job, hire him, leave him alone. This is the time you should get us to the World Cup. Get us to the World Cup. Done. These are the rules that you should not break. If you break it, you get fired. Done. That is professionalism. Done. I think our problem is we want to be here. Every single conversation we have here, it's always we are acting like we know too much. We're always acting like we know too much. We're hiring someone based off the fact that we don't know it. If we had knew it, we would have hired ourselves. You understand? You think they don't want to give Tupper 1 million? You think they don't want to give Tupper 6 million? Rather than 75 million? You really think they want to give someone 75 million? Give what? It's because they can't do it. The only way they concede is because they can't do it, people. All right? They cannot do it. That is the sole reason why they conceded towards giving someone else the job. Period. All right? So all you need to do, set the boundaries. Aritam, you need to live in Jamaica. One thing. We need to get to the World Cup. Two things. All right. If we see a talent, we want and we bring it to you. We want to assess that said talent to see if it's possible for him to make the national team. So we will provide you with that extra database. So we will do the job as the personnel from the JPL and provide you with a database. And by that said metric, you can maybe test them out after we full a team of players over a certain period. So we are putting ourselves in it as well. That's all we need to do. All right. And just leave the man, let him do him work. All right. And then if you get a certain amount of friendlies, you check him based on those friendlies to see if he's interested in those friendlies. Don't just pick the friendlies and then tell him, say, I have to go to the friendlies then. You understand me? Because that means you're doing everything that the man don't want. Because, for instance, if you give him the time to develop players, he's developing the players, then he has a friendly coming up in that window. You get me? That don't work nowhere else. They don't just take games and the coach don't know. So make sure you use the last situation as a learning lesson. So we don't want a new coach coming in and then he's saying that he never knew that he had that match. You understand me? Over the last period that we had for Hallgrimsson, more than 7 matches. No, not more than 7. Let me not that. More than 4 matches, he never knew nothing about it based on what he said. He never actually knew anything about it. All right. The coach should only be focused on coaching. There's no structural plan in place to provide the coach with the tools to be successful. And we are trying to push him away from that as well. Yeah, facts. The one that qualified us had the correct plan. It was an 8-year plan that was achieved in 4 years. Then they went to the make money factors. Okay, so you're saying that it worked when we had the structure put in place, but once we moved away from it, we never made it back. Okay, all right, fair enough. Former national team coach, a coach schoolboy football. It was always his position. All right. The JFF want to dictate who the coach select to play. The coach should be allowed to full range on the selection of players and games. I do believe that as well. But the problem is they come and sell people the narrative that they don't pick the team. Which and this is a thing that I've said to Mr. Speed. If the coach have to do this and that, you might not be picking the team. You guys not be picking the team. But by excluding certain things and including extra mathematics, automatically, because U20s, at the JFFL pick the team, 100%. Youth 17s, the JFFL pick the team, 65%. Youth 15, the JFF pick the team, 95%. By the calculation you put in. So if you restrict the man from doing certain things, you might not be putting the names on the paper. But if you restrict a pool, you are still picking it because you're limiting them from what they can select. So by some metrics or some mathematics, you are still picking it. Even if it's 1%, you're still picking it. You understand me? So you have to give people full autonomy to do their actual job. And I'm just saying, any coach taking up this damn job, coach, don't take the job if you're going to hear that you have to build camp, do this, live yourself, eat the food, all them something there. Don't take the job. Leave it and go somewhere else. All right? Because somewhere else might be just better for you, period. All right, because it's not going to work out like the last 30 years of coaches never worked out, or 25 years of coaches never worked out, because we are looking in the wrong direction. Let the people be happy to want to come and coach Jamaica. Hallgrimsson came with a very good smile on his face. He was not really smiling when he was leaving. You know, he stopped smile from around the third match. What? Big up determined. Thanks for being here. Massive, massive respect. Yeah, man. Is Oli a good coach? Does he have international experience? Plus, he's not a good coach. We saw that with Manu. All right, so let me get into the Oli conversation, because let me get into the Oli conversation. Yes, Grimmy lost this smile off his face, you know. So Oli, I'm gonna soul shy. All right, Oli, let me get it. Let me get the people and then bring it on the screen, because so Oli, not a good coach. We have to put everything in. Okay, look like okay. Why? Okay, let me put Oli alone, because look at his full name. They have not spelled his name properly. All right, so match analyst. He's a match analyst now. All right, so let me put in Oli right here. So he's currently a match analyst at this point. All right, so let me pull it up right here and give you his experience that he has. So let me pull it up right here for you guys. All right, so this is his experience that he has. All right, so forward coach. So the first job he got, he was coaching as a forward coach right here. All right, so that's between 2007 to 2008. Then he was a reserve manager, something that Coley had for a way lesser club. All right, so he had that from 2008. All right, then he was the manager of Mulder FK, as you saw there. Then he was the manager of Cardiff. And these are the games that he stayed there for. Then he went back to Mulder FK, all right, and he had 118 game there. Then he came in as a caretaker manager there for Manchester United and did a reasonable job. And then he got the opportunity for the manager, the management from 2019 to 2021. All right. Let me see his win record in this game. In this tenure. Let me see it right here. All right, so let me okay. All right, I would have to click it to see it. But he doesn't have the international experience. That is true. He has the club games 100%. He's more of a, I think he's still of a higher caliber than Hallgrimsson. I still think he's a higher caliber manager than Hallgrimsson. I actually still believe that. He might not be the best version, but I still believe that he's a better manager than a better coach than Hallgrimsson. I actually believe that. I don't. Let me know what say you guys. I actually think he's a better coach than Hallgrimsson. Let me know what say you. Because I saw him set up in different ways to get results, and I could clearly see what he's doing on the field. You know. So I actually think he's a better coach than Hallgrimsson. Kevin, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Simons went all over the country to find talent that he believes would help his system, but the JFF gave him full range to do so. All right, and that is true. As a Manchester United fan, Oli was okay. The players he had were terrible as well. He finished second in the league twice, made it a Europa League final. He's the most qualified coach that has applied for the job. I actually agree that he's better than what people says. He's better than Coley by a billion mile. That is not even a question. JD, what kind of playing style Oli use? It's still against big teams. He's going to play in a low block, and he's going to play a wing transition. But you could still you could still get a better defined plan from him, and he will be more involved in the midfield. You could still see creativity through the midfield. I am telling you, over all the games, it doesn't matter who we were playing. I don't think we saw certain plans from Mr. Hallgrimsson. I think he lost the midfield in majority of the games, and that's why we looked so close to everybody that we played. All right. So if they do get him, I can understand where it's coming from, and I wouldn't beat. But at the same time, if it's out of him or Beerhalter, I would have chose Beerhalter because I thought that he would have known our region a little bit better. His footballing style a little bit more expressive at this point, you know, and I thought that he could have gotten more out of Jamaica. But Oli, I don't think Oli is far behind Beerhalter. All right. Good morning. Think Johnny Barnes would be our pick. All right. What experience Coley have? He was the backup for Schaefer's, and he has a reserve job. But I'm just showing you that Oli took up reserve job almost 15 years ago. Why are Jamaicans acting like our football is above Oli? I don't know. I don't know. By far, JD, these food. Yeah, man. Oli is not a. I'm not a bad coach. I'm not a bad coach, but I would take Berhalter over him though, based off what I would want at this point. Who Oli is light years ahead of. I said Oli is light years ahead of Coley. I've just said it. I've just said the exact word, Juras. I've said the word. He knows how to find result, and his plan was very clear. Some Jamaicans may not like his style, but at least it is clear. Yeah. What about Oli and Mason link? You think that helps him in the race? Of course. That they are going to use Jason. You know that they are going to use that to force him here 100%. And definitely, if Oli comes, it would have helped the cause. And they would have pushed back on him, you know. If Mason Greenwood comes to Jamaica and Oli gets a job, believe me, Oli has to move from his country. Oli would have to move from his country. I'm telling you, Oli would have to move from his country, people, because the pressure that he would have been under would be immense. All right, immense. Believe me. Immense, because the way they're operating in the UK ain't normal, man. So the pressure that he would have been under would be immense, people. Immense. Guys, remember to smash the like button, share, and subscribe. All right. Yeah, man. Thanks to everyone that came in and supporting the content. Massive respect for that. All right. All right, because they hold on, let me customize this because I've not used that as yet. And let me share 1 second, guys. Let me share this so whoever never got the notification could get it. All right. All right, so that should be good by now. All right, so we shared it. All right, so let me hear it. The same. Junior Lopez says Oli is 35/45% better than Grim. Okay. GG isn't good for USMNT, but for Jamaica he's fantastic. I don't think he's all that bad for United States, you know. I think that United States standard is a little bit just higher, you know. It's a little bit higher, you know. But Jamaica ain't on the same level. Ain't on the same level as ain't the same level as United States. United States have a bigger pool than Jamaica. Their first team is still better than Jamaica as well. So, and they have maybe a lot more capital than Jamaica, you know. So their expectation is a little bit different. All right. Dean Sewell said, we have yet to win the midfield battle against any team we play. Yes, if Schaefer's is on the list, that's the best option. We were progressing. I respect that take because that's what I've said. He's the best coach, like the coach over the last 30 years. I've done my research, and he was the only coach. Even Simmons, I never heard people talking like that. All right, when they have said that, they can clearly see a defined plan when this guy is playing. They were structured and everything working. I'm not saying it never worked on Simmons, but they have said Schaefer's was the best at doing that. All right. I don't believe Oli is the right man for the job to take us to the next level. All right. JD Coley just get the reserve job. He was assistant at the reserve team. Okay. I am not taking Greg over Oli. Okay. Greg did okay with United States. We should be looking better than okay. All right. Simmons maybe one to consider because of the bunch. The bunch, he understands the culture and the mindset of the local players more. Okay. Well, let's see. Are you from Jamaica? I think I am from Jamaica. Yes, I think so. Eva kicks money. I think so. People acting like Coley is in Europe. The man is in Qatar. Richard Crawford said one Leon Bailey. I don't know how we got to that part of life. You know, big up Leon Bailey. All right, laugh follow JD. JA is like a second home for British coach. Oli will find a nice resident to settle in. Okay. John Wall still employed by JFF? I don't think so. All right, Andrew. I think that is. Andrew, you always say something. Still, I think you go overboard right there, big boss. You know, I think you could have said things a little bit different. You know, but you went overboard there, big boss. You know, what color has to do with intelligence? You know, because if you're not educated for the job, I don't want you. You could have black like tar. I don't want you. All right. What is wrong with 155, man? Yeah, he's my brother, but I have to beat him. Bro, West Indies is playing against England in Nottingham. I have not watched cricket over a solid 20 years, you know, and I don't think today is the day I will be watching it, you know. Schaefer's is who is needed, or anyone who has worked. Okay. 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 Blessings, One Law, Mr. Dre, and Sakpase, Jason Ferran. Once he heard people asking me about where I was born, he has to present himself. All right. Yes, yeah, even if you're black like tar and you're not qualified for the job, you should not be getting a job. I'm very sorry, people. So I don't know all color. People, we have to be careful. We are on the internet, you know, man. The way we talk, oh my God. Wow. And this take, I know that I heard Cranky came here and told me I saw CC trying to regurgitate the same take. Black people cannot be racist. People might just tell you that. But you don't realize by the definition of we saying that, tell us that we are taking away our actual true rights to be a human being. Or a actual race. Come on, man. Sometimes we need to be careful with the things, you know? Because look at it. We talked about yesterday Argentina. We explained to you, look at how they are dealing with Argentinian guys them. We do the same thing that they do on a daily basis in this strat, you know? But we get a pass. You understand me? And I'm totally against what they did and said they should get penalized. But that's the same thing should be happening with we as well. Is it 1998 qualification that makes us feel we are big football nation because we have we ever been a big team? I don't think we have ever been a big team. And I think this is our best shot to be a solid third place possible team in the region. This is the best shot. Yeah, man, I don't stand for foolishness, you know, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, I don't stand for, JD Oli will attract more players, but Greg will hit the ground running quicker because he knows the region and he knows most of the players. So which one we want? Team aggressive. Which one we are looking for? Sorry to go off topic, JD, but don't you think with Dujan Sterling, we can take on the US and Mexico? Dujan Sterling alone can't help Jamaica, Joshua Harris at all. You know, it can't help. Even if we get a defensive central, a true defensive central, it can't help us. Just like that, football is very, very much different. England had defensive centrals, Rice and Peas, one of the best defensive centrals in the world. Rice and Peas run out of peas very early, around 30 minutes in the game. All right. I know the Arsenal fans will say, Arsenal fans will pop out from nowhere, JD, it's not all about the coaching experience. It's only the right fit based on our culture. Determined. That's where me always a problem, brother. Brother, how much of our player them actually have our culture? How much of our actual players? Almost all of our damn players don't have our culture. All right, just relax, man. How many goals will PAOK scores versus Banja? I don't know. I don't know Greek. Please educate us on it and keep us tapped in when you check in for the next stream, yeah? Yeah, man. Triple E. Yeah, man. I have to call it up, man. Oh, my God. Let me... Andrew 55, you need to stop it, big boss. You need to stop it, all right? You need to stop it, brother. We need to, when you guys come here and make other people from other country feel away, worst off if they are trying to help me, I'm blocking on the ass from this channel. Just watch. We don't have to go back on Jamaican centric channels. Believe me, that's what I'm gonna do to you. JD, I think we need to forget the big names and go with someone who is producing with a plan and his players like playing for him. Also understand our region. European born Winford Nancy. All right. Whatever, Andrew 55. I'm not gonna Andrew 55. I'm not reading more comments, I'm gonna time out Andrew 55 today. Andrew 55, if you put out no name foolishness again, I am timing it out. All right, yes, man. Richard Crawford, god damn, man, it's not Craig, but we're talking about today. Then we have CC. JD, what did I regurgitate? Racism comes from a place and of power, my boss. And Argentina has an history versus black people. I have not CC saying black people cannot be racist is different from a targeted niche conversation. I think any race can be racist because the word racist comes from a race, and unless we're aliens and we're on Earth, we would still class as a race of something. All right? So anybody can be racist. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. And I beat them bad. They should get everything that's coming to them. But all I'm saying, we should not be dealing with people the same. That's all I'm saying. And I'm not going to start an unnecessary war on that topic. JD, just talk football, bro. Leave race talk alone. No. I've never picked up any talk. I just said anybody on earth can be racist. Simple. That's what I've said. Don't pick something because you want to be it. You understand me? Don't pick something because you want to use it as an excuse. That's all I'm saying. It starts to sound like the JFF now. Just pick something because it fits your narrative. All right? Bless up, Toughy Rudy. Massive respect. Declan Rice is overrated. Oh, my God. All right? Brilliant concept said, JD, who is the coach? May I ask you? I don't know who is the coach. After me not like me know nothing. And why would I desperately want to come and tell you who is the coach? Me only can tell you what these guys saying. All right, them are the guys them picking the coach. So if they don't know who is the coach, how you know? I don't need to lie to anybody, you know. Especially on YouTube, I don't need to lie to anybody for any views or anything. I don't know. JD, did you hear or read the English translation for the chant? Yeah, but listen to me. I have condemned them. I have condemned them. But I'm just saying certain things that I heard people saying around it. It's not true. And it's because we want to continue our bad behavior. I have condemned them, Hush Puppy, so we can just leave that alone. But we can fix our bad behavior as well in our chat. I'm talking about me and you guys. That's all. Like Andrew 55 and the Monday. That's all I'm saying, people, man. Just hold on, man. Two things can be true, man. All right? Yeah, Mr. Yeah, man. I condemn them 100%. 100%. And I did that in my video the last time. 100% Argentina. I've said Fernandez, they need to send him to the farthest part of space. We understand. But I'm just saying we need to stop selling a narrative to get away with what we want to get away with. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Nothing else. You get me? Nothing else. Just said black people be racist to their own kind. Yeah, man, that's all I'm saying, people. I have beaten Argentinian players. I wish they do let me not say that because I would have been in the same batch of people that are just complaining. Jeremy Miller said, so JD, what is your point on that? Argentina is known to be racist. My point on that is just listen to what I've said. I've made it very clear. My point was not to talk about Argentina. My point is to talk about what CCB telling people wrongfully that black people cannot be racist, and that is not true. That's all. All I'm saying is that is not true. I'm not talking about Argentina. I've talked about that already. People, when people speaking, listen to what they're saying and stop getting triggered. All right? Listen. Because I've not said anything bad. I have beaten the Argentinian player just the same. But I'm saying don't sell misinformation to delude other people to go and do bad things. That's all I'm saying. Let me move on. Father Bling, a wall in face. I don't know what he's saying right now. I don't know. I'm losing it. All right? All right. So that's all I was saying. Nothing else. I have beaten them. Let's check. No, I'm... brilliant concept. Jeremy Miller, listening is a good thing. I can say something, stop, put a full stop there, bam, put my paper, and then I start right again. So once I done finish write something, I need to stop talk. So that means Jeremy Miller, someone had a problem for Jamaica. You know why? When you just want hear, when you don't want fix nothing in your life. When you don't want do nothing in your life, what you don't want. I have condemned what I'm saying, and I talk about something what CC and other people keep on say on the internet, which is not true. So why I can't confront them and say that is not true? Come on, man. I want you, man. Oh, tell my God. No. One law. I never said. I never uttered that. One law. It was another commenter said so, Omzo. But I'm just saying what they had said is not true. So you don't want to have people be out here disrespecting people for no reason. When they do get in trouble, then they're going to realize that maybe they took the wrong instruction and advice. That's all. So I'm just trying to put that out there, nothing else. So you know what? Want to do what I want to do with it. Simple. I am not going to get involved in nothing like that because I can't talk. You know, I can't talk. Let me move on to the final topic, people, because I've done 130, 139. German. If German in a life, please don't. If you don't understand the words coming out of my mouth, you don't say nothing to me. May I beg you, please? Just don't say, you don't have to talk to me in life, because I don't know if you guys understand the words that come out of my mouth, because I've not said nothing like that. So what are you talking about? What are you talking about? Someone said it in the chat. I never said anything. Good God, man. Jesus. Brother, what's someone going to army to try to kill people? Someone was so violent and aggressive. Just to try to do something. All of the racists gonna kill them. Don't kill them, German. Go and go kill them, please. Just leave YouTube alone and go kill them, please. Me I beg you. Because they're so aggressive for no reason, I have not said nothing wrong. I have actually said the correct thing, and you guys are fighting against me. That's how we're going to support a bag of dumb shit. That's why we're going to support a bag of crap. Because me I call it out, and you can't even comprehend two separate statements. Mike, what is wrong with the man? Brother, I'm not say nothing, man. Good God, man. Let me move on from this now, man. Good God, man. I'm tired of it, man. I can't just say something. I know what I'm saying is correct. I'm done. And I can move on to the next topic. You have to get from my nerves, man. Come on, man. Why you try to change the narrative? Why you couldn't just say with a beat Argentina and done? Because me never have a 2-second show. Because I never had a 2-second show. When me say it, me for come off of the internet, me never have that option. I had 2 hours. So I had to talk about something else. Sir, that is my answer. Let me move on to U20 now, guys. Because later I'm going to be back playing U20s. All right? Yes. And people, I have to get that angry. I have to get that angry because sometimes I'm very clear, and it's like they want me to bully me into, they want me to do what they want, and I'm not doing it. I'm going to stand to the truth because I stand for something. Simple. If they don't like it, they don't come back at my channel. Simple as that. Because I'm not here for friendings and to sell narratives and to fool my people. All right? I'm not here to fool my people. Father, then you soon get mad and chip some more bad word. Oh my God. Let me move on to the final installment, people. The final installment is U20s. So Jamaica will be playing United States tonight. I hope for the best for the kids them. USA. I had some conversation here to chop up. I did so on my Wemaxit channel yesterday with me and Africans. Very, very good conversation. I think you can go and watch it over there. Yeah, no, man, I'm moving on, people, but I just have to stand on my business and just say that is not true. That's all I was saying, and I'm done. I want to move on to the final one. Let me look at the United States team. I've done some research on them. And I like some of the players for Jamaica as well, So you're gonna get to learn some of the players from Jamaica, which is important. You get me? Because at the end of the day, these guys are not playing on the one day. They are not playing on the one day, people. They are playing over a period of time. All right. So you're gathering information to see where they are in their development, so you can choose to pick them maybe for an upcoming camp. You heard that coach is coming in. You might need players to fit in because you have JPL players. I would assume that most of these players could be making a team as well. So you're looking at them for a lot of reasons. All right. You get me? So we had gone through our list. So I wanted to bring some of the players them for you, so you could get to know them a lot more. And I as I've explained to Africans, I think it's going to be the battle of midfield in this tournament. So we have a midfielder named Welsh. I Welsh. You have Welsh and what's his name again? From Jamaica before. I will remember his name soon. Yeah, those are two. Adrian Reed is a midfielder as well. Adrian Reed, Welsh, and Bicknell. Those are the three midfielders, deeper line midfielders. That's going to be competing with the other midfielders. But I'm telling you, people, good God, the United States stated that this is a weaker team due to the fact that they have to send players to the Olympics, and some of the teams them never released their players in time. All right, but even with a weaker team, I still believe that this United States team is very good, and especially their midfielders are very, very good, very, very good. All right, I was checking out him. He's the one that I want to see. Sakaris, Nico Sakaris, as you saw here, he's playing for San Jose Earthquakes. So he's playing in the MLS. He's one that you have to look out for. And I think that his levels are very, very high. Very, very high. And he might just be one of the best players in the tournament so far. All right. Let me try max it out. As you saw, he started off on 1 million and he's up to 1.5 million market value at this point. I'm trying to get the amount of games he played. He played in the MLS so far, so he's played 16 games in the MLS this season. So 1,000 odd minutes. But I saw him. He links up plays. He has good engine on him as well. I was watching it because I'm saying, damn, I never knew that they were putting in so much young players in the MLS. You know, but a lot of the teams I'm doing it. And he's one that you have to look out for. All right. So he's going to be going up against Welsh and Reed and Bicknell. And I think based off the levels, I think it's a good stretch. It's a good stretch. All right. And you have several others. This is the next one. I think this is going to be his breakthrough time. See, like how you guys rave about Whisper. You guys raved about Whisper. He is the one that showed me the same levels, but he's showing me the levels consistently in England. Whisper just got a time in England. And when he came to Concacaf, he pretty much dominated in Concacaf. Figueroa, he can play for Honduras. He can play for Honduras as well. But obviously, he picks United States for U17s and U20s. So clearly, by that pattern, he could still be repping United States for the main team as well. And he's doing well. You know, the last report I've read for Liverpool, they are saying they need to chuck him in the main team. They need to give him a chance in the main team. So that's how good he was playing in the youth at one point. I thought it was what? It was either one of the Carabao Cup games. I read an article and they're saying that he's scoring some goals and how he's performing. They need to give him a chance to make a debut. So that was last season. So expect him to be debuting this season. All right. Yes. Big up yourself, Warren. O'Neal Williams. Big up yourself as well. Massive respect. So this is Carol Figueroa. And based on what how he plays, we have to give him the respect as well. As you saw, U17s, he played 14 games, scored 9 goals. Obviously, he has assists as well. And for U19s, he played 2 games, scored 1 goal. And now he's going to make his debut for U20s. All right? Yes. And academy-wise, as you saw, U18s, he played 24 games, scored 7 goals and 5 assists in that time. Mr. CC.
Yes. I was calling to clarify.
Yeah, but CC, big boss, me understand what you're saying about the people themselves for move on and me talk about U20.
Yeah, we understand. Me know. All right, I understand you're talking about the other 20, but we just you want to say 1 minute thing, JD. Because I want you make it seem as if I was making a blanket statement. Because sometimes when people text and I chat, you know, I think it's like a blanket statement, and because no supporting evidence is behind it, it kind of painting the wrong picture. You understand what I say? But I understand if you move on and
no man, then just make a point, big boss, and
right,
just move on.
So my point, So my point was this: while everybody can be racist, my point was simply from a position of power and access where our race, JD, doesn't necessarily have that level of power and access where we sometimes exercise it amongst ourselves, but to exercise it amongst the other races that would have had power and access before us, years and years and years of access, centuries of access, it's kind of tied to that more than it's tied to color. So that is all I was saying. Racism to me is tied to power more than color. But it is also means that everybody can be racist. But it's just that if I'm not in a position of power, whatever I say, it come like it's nothing. I am just hurting myself in a sense. But that's all I was saying, man. But everybody, I just say, can be racist. I just think that when it comes down to a position of power, we are not necessarily in that place where our race is in that position of power versus some other races where the access to how do I call it, wealth and access to when I say wealth,
what you're saying is exactly what I was saying from day one, because I'm just saying anybody can be racist. But if you put it in the context, but if so, CC, that's what I'm saying. So when someone come and say a black person can't be racist,
the context, man. If I say that black person can't be racist, I'm wrong, man.
No, but and it's not you alone said, CC. That's what I'm saying. Maybe it was someone said it before, and I was saying no. You can't tell me anybody can be racist, because racist is not tied by any color or any race. It is tied by your situation you find yourself in. If you said you can't be racist, because if you are under, as what you just explained, in certain position, it's hard for you to be racist. You understand me? But really, any race can be racist, and that's all I was trying to clear from day one. And it turned into a big unnecessary argument.
That's why I understand, man. That's why I said me come out and say. Because remember, if me can come out from the media, the social, me YouTube and come say, oh, black people can't be racist. Me can come out and say, oh, I'm not necessarily trying to make a blanket statement. At the end of the day, we are big people, so if we can just like if I said something and it offended someone, we must come out and say, oh, is it me? Apologize. I saw it going
and my statement was not to attack you or anything. My statement was to say to them that we should be, because what I was explaining, CC, yesterday was, we can blatantly come in our chat and be racist to people, and then we see it okay, but as soon as it happened with Argentinian players, we are saying them not to do this, not to do that. You understand me? That's all I was the point I was trying to make. That's all.
Something about the U20 JD, but
yes, I want you to go straight into it.
The last thing never say about this topic. JD, you see, if me know you, but me know say you do certain little things, like me know say you're not on the straight and narrow. For example, if I know somebody, say me know a man named ABC, but ABC is a liar. I probably not say anything about ABC, but me don't know JD. And I have JD as a liar. Me have Lambas JD. But because me know ABC, me not saying anything about him. So that is how sometimes people operate. You see, who them familiar with, they not say nothing to them. Them not say nothing about them, and them not call them out. So for example, in a chat, a man have gone with himself, and I said things that can be viewed as racial. He not really say nothing because the one of them in the chat as a chat community. But the moment somebody outside of the chat community mention it, him pick it up. Even if the person said the same thing like the person in the community, in resonate again. Because I guess what, this is an outside person. So it's like you say, oh, we no obligation to that person. So we can call them out. Even though you still probably don't know the person in chat. But you're more familiar with them because they always the funny life, them always did their talk, always did their talk. So me feel like it's when people know people, them treat them different than the people them what they don't know. If you understand
okay.
The people that you know, you treat them different than the people that you don't know. So even the people that you know do certain things, you might not prejudice against it. There are certain things that people where you know do. And sometimes not saying you know, they know so that person is doing this. But them not have nothing against it. But what the person do, them not really for it, you know. But you see, because them know the person, them treat them.
So them just make it slide. So pretty much you're saying that because them can resonate to the personal, them just make whatever them do slide. And only acknowledge it when outside, okay.
And the same thing. But anyway, moving on. This the U20 thing, Jay.
Yeah.
My thing is this. New coach coming in, new coach picking team, right? Old coach pick a set of players and they won a few games and things and stuff. My thing is, sometimes I wonder if like when a new coach come in, it wasn't enough time because we realized all the while it's time. Was there enough time to actually re-select a set of new players when there were certain players there that would have built a level of chemistry? Do you think there was enough time, like when the new coach was installed, as opposed to the previous coach? There was enough time to re-pick certain players, given the fact that some of these players would be professional players and not necessarily available in the time frame that the new team was being selected.
The first thing when I spoke to Mr. Speed on it, the first thing he said, the coach have time, and he did better with less time. You understand me? So the time based off his appointment of why he appointed a person is because of the time. You know? So I don't think the time is such of a factor, to be honest.
Yeah.
Because I don't think he's gonna come in and use the same system as Mr. John Wall. I think it's gonna be his system he's using, to be honest. But I could see where you're coming from. But it's still not the same squad, CC. It's still not the same squad, regardless of what you're saying.
No, that's what I was saying. It's not the same squad. It's not the same squad. So that's why I was saying that if it's not the same squad, I was just saying, for example, if a team was winning before, like you win a couple of games and you have some players, and you have players that have scored goals and those things. I'm trying to understand why would you not select players that would have scored. And you see, it's like if you saw the games then with the team, you must have seen a few players that you would have prompted to select. I'm not saying he didn't, because me probably don't know that, but I'm just trying to figure out what has drastically changed for almost 10 players. Seems like I think 10 different players came in and 10 players went out.
Maybe he saw some stuff and remember where he coached before. Let me type in Jerome Waite here. Jerome Waite, because I swore he picked some players from where he coached before, All right, so maybe you come in, you couldn't get the guys them that you wanted, and you said, all right, then you know that the other guys them when we see here, maybe not actually at the level. So what I'm going to do, I am going to just work with some that I am familiar with to pick with the rest. You understand me? No, he's at Tivoli Gardens. Let me pull it up here. I'm trying to pull up his thing. So he was at Tivoli Gardens and then Arnett. He was at Arnett. A player get picked from Arnett as well. You understand me? So I'm just thinking that they just started to fill the roster,
Yeah.
They just start to feel the roster and he can resonate to some of those players. So that's the reason why he puts them on it. Is it good enough? I think whatever squad he picks, it's going to be a squad that's below par because of the other teams and that he's fighting against. Players coming from. He's just going to be up against it. But they said he create magic with no time and limited players as well. So now he has more time. That's what they said,
To be honest, the last time we had what was it? The last time we were knocked out at Qualifiers, I think he was the coach, if I'm not mistaken. Remember when Mexico went through and Qualifiers over us?
Yes, yeah. I remember. Yeah. Yes.
I think he was the coach at the time. When we jumped out and that. So I mean, to be honest, let me tell you, JD, I feel as if a lot of time we got, and that was the campaign before the one where we lost to Dominica and drop out as well, right?
Marlon, I never said Marlon said he never worked with them players. Marlon, I never said he worked with the players them. I said he worked at these places, so he worked on it before and them stuff there. That's what I'm saying. So I'm just trying to say he works in Jamaica before. Yes. So the structure them and them stuff there. So I'm I don't know. I don't know what the protection for them man. Man. See, you call me and ask me questions and I'm just answering you. You call me, and I set me up, All right. Yes, and I want to talk about it, but it's like I mean, know where Marlon run out. Yo, remember, coach them. Come on, man, relax, Marlon. We never same coach the players them. As I say, it maybe can understand the overall setup because CC just asked me, what the difference, why make so much changes. I'm just try to figure out answer. That's my opinion. That's all. That's all, big man. So what you expect? What you expect tonight? You think me for do the game or me for just go my bed?
Because tonight they have the game, so let us see what will happen in the game. Because at the end of the day, to be honest, it's not about it's not about coaching. It's more about strategy. Because you wouldn't necessarily have time to really coach these players as some people would call it. You have more time to manage the players.
Him have time for no man. CC. Remember these players that he picks, majority of them he had for time, So he got to bring them to Mexico. He got to bring them and play Guatemala as well. So he got time, man. Marlon can't defend that one. Because we have the games them on the screen. So Marlon can't defend that one.
I mean, yo, I'm gonna tell you, JD. To be honest, I'm gonna tell you, I think a lot of people don't realize though. The youth football is weird in the world right now. A lot of players. We know they had a big tournament when they come play the senior team, but youth football is where a lot of players get exposure and a lot of players end up moving on to much more senior club. And I think if we're not taking youth football serious to the point where, like, we try to get the best talent, so the best talent means we can participate, we can be qualifying to these tournaments, getting money, and the money can come back to something to improve the local development. Because at the end of the day, to me, improving local development means improving the pool of the talent pool. If you understand what I say. It don't make sense. We have 700 players Jamaica and the 700 players.
CC. Have you took a look at the squad? We don't get half of the players them where we claim to say we don't get him. The squad to me weaker than the squad where we do.
Hold on. We not get them we not use them, which is.
See, I don't know what took place, what took place in the pipeline, but we know so the players that we the claims they got up on the paper, they are not on that paper. It's a different squad. It's a different squad on the paper. You understand me? So that's what I ask you if you actually. Well, I don't know what took place, but a lot of the players them that people told me about, they are not on that paper, and I was surprised that a lot of the players them that was on the paper before, like the players them that we had for the last competition, they are not on it as well.
Yeah, then hit me and tell them, so that means about 30 players that get discarded. That's how we full of players right now. Some people say Jamaica now ball.
All right, CC, we will find out later. You will learn. You will learn later.
No, because I say, if we had a squad before we have like 21, and then we have our next set of players, we have like both our next 15. That's a 30.
Yeah, but CC, we can just pick players. We have a whole heap of young players that play in the Manning Cup, but we can just pick them. You understand me? So we are talking about. Anyways, give me a prediction because you're out here. Tell me all sort of things.
Prediction. Jamaica to win 1-0.
All right. So CC said Jamaica to win 1-0. So write it down, people. 1-0.
We have to be hopeful.
One Bob Marley.
Lock up shop.
So CC, educate me a little bit more because you said that now, and I'm true. I know that it seems a little bit far off. So how much shot you expect Jamaica to face in that game? Like, You
Alright,
expect
so
5 shots, 10 shots, 15, 25?
may expect between 10 to 15 shots
10 to 15
with
shots.
about
And
yeah,
how
with
much
about
shots you think we're going to create?
we are create like about 7 shots.
7 shots, so 7 to
About,
15.
yeah.
All right. Now, write them down in the
I
CC.
believe, yeah, man. I believe we can create like 7 shots between 7 to yeah. So put it like this, JD. 5 to 10. I'm not gonna put on a fixed number. 5 to 10.
5 to 10 shots. We are create on USA 15,
10 to 15.
10 to 15. 10 to 15
Yeah,
for
10 to
okay. And you will keep
and then
other.
Jamaica now between 3 to 6 on target.
All right, CC.
USA now between 6 to 12 on target.
6 to 12 on target. And out of that 6 to 12 CC, they're now scoring a goal because of a fantastic we're going to go on in a goal.
All right, based
CC, me I beg you, please, CC. Pick a higher score. If you had tell me 2-1 Jamaica win, me that more I believe you. But I don't think Jamaica can stop them from scoring.
2-1 Jamaica win. Me reassess my score.
So CC, why you make the fans change you? Obviously, because maybe they might research something where you don't know. All right, you should not have called early. You should have made me break down the players that were playing the MLS so you learn. All right, CC. CC, the problem, CC. I want the same thing what you want in a CC. But thank you, Mother Nablet. Bless up. Thanks for passing through.
Yeah, be realistic.
CC, the problem with the problem, CC, I don't want to sell a high narrative, and then when it don't work out, you see him wanna come out here, come beat me. You understand me? So I have to make sure I educate the people on realistic situations. So when if when it happens, I look more. People when you don't disrespect CC, please, I'm begging you. The man I give him take. What I don't know if what I don't know what CC saying.
I'm not sure something, JD. These people fail to realize that let me make sure refresh their memory.
All right.
CC before a ball was kicked said it was Spain, Euro to lose. Said it was Spain.
And CC, what you used to come to that conclusion, because I had said Spain is one of the favorites, Spain, Germany, based off they were playing. I used information.
I was looking at Germany as well, based on the players that I saw, based on even the seasons that Florian Wirtz, Andrick, and those guys had. But what the problem is that when I picked it originally based on the patterns, I realized that to me, Spain had the edge over Germany, and they were in a collision.
Okay, CC. Because CC, I bring you back to you winning over the people. You know, you realize how much nice things you actually, how much close some factual things you say to make a decision.
Yes.
So, you come to that conclusion there with Jamaica when everybody are playing a Manning Cup and JPL and some people come from overseas because Welsh, Reynolds, and those guys coming from overseas. And United States, majority of them playing from MLS to MLS Next Pro, almost everybody. So yes, so continue because you based your answer just a while ago, you know, based on factual evidence presented itself. You thought that one would have gotten the edge over it. So escape out of this now, because you put yourself in the box here, you know. You know. So go ahead.
No, what I'm trying to say to you with the Jamaica thing, I was assessing the results that I would have seen this coach gotten against teams that were better than we could say is better than Jamaica, right? In terms of when you were coaching the U20. It might not be the same bunch of players, but it's not like say we got better than those teams right now.
And
they were better
so
than
CC, you're referring for the fans that's listening, you're referring to RDN, big up yourself, RDN, massive respect. You're referring to the time when we drew with Mexico 1-1, right?
Yeah, we drew with Mexico and we won. Yeah, and I think we dropped out based on goal difference. Mexico went through. So what I'm saying is that those teams were better than us then, and they're better than us now. So when I look at the results that we got then, I'm projecting and saying that based on the coach that we got.
So based on the
results
coach
that he would have gotten, based on the coach and the results that he would have
based on
gotten.
the coach.
And then when you look at the players, so I'll extent now. I would say some of the players, even some of the other players that play, some of the players that, for example, I think Adrian Reed is a very solid player, from what I've seen of him, and I think even something there, the guy, the name Burkitt is a solid player.
Burkitt, yeah, Burkitt solid player, yeah.
Burkitt is a solid.
Welsh solid player, Reynolds solid player.
Some of the players, yeah, so Big Nell is a solid player. So some of the players that I
I'm not sure of the Big Nell being a solid player though. I think
he's a bit more. I would say he's a bit more this physicality on his side. But as I said, Burkitt, Adrian Reed. I think Adrian Reed for me, when I watch him play, he's technically sound.
Yes, so, I kind of like Adrian Reed over Big Nell though.
But yeah, man, I like him. I don't think I go probably be the captain. So I don't know still, but
okay.
He's a technically sound player, and the position that he plays to is a position where we always have struggled with. And I think he's a technically sound player. So for me, when I look at we have about 5 players that I can say are technically sound. And,
so what about the actual most technical player in the field, which is Welsh? I don't hear you mention him.
But no man, JD, remember we say 5 players, you know. But remember, I would have been more familiar with I am more familiar with Adrian Reed than Welsh, but I've seen 1 or 2 clippings of Welsh, so I know that he's a technical player. But I wouldn't necessarily. But as I said, he's in that 5 or 6 players that we have that I think are very. So if we have 6 players that I believe will start in the team, so I am giving that 6 player plus say I make up the rest of the team and the coach an opportunity. So that is how I base my something there.
Boy, CC, I'm telling you, CC, you better call in tomorrow, you know. I'm the post match, you know. Okay, don't hide, you know. Because I'm telling you, so everybody across the chat now. Boy, I'm telling you.
I want to see me, if Jamaica win, remember say one of them to come. Hello, if Jamaica win, remember I want to come out same way.
All right. No, but CC, why you do know you play a Jamaican trick for the people, them? They don't want Jamaica to lose. They must have prepared themselves to face facts. You understand me? And you they want Jamaica to win. Them want Jamaica to win, but them just can't see what you are see. So them just cuss you out. You can't tell them, so, oh, if it ever come through. But well, them know say CC first. It not gonna be. You said USA 10 to 15 shots. If USA now have 35 shots, 25 to 35 shots in this game, them not play good.
I said they not play good.
If them have 25 to 35 shots in this game, them not play good. If Jamaica have 10 shots as well, you say, God come. Yeah, that's what me started off. Me not think Jamaica have 10 shots, none at all in this game, brother. All right.
Remember, so we have to analyze the entire thing tomorrow.
Yeah, man. No, you not have to even. You not have to call me, you know. Me I call you. So you're not. Don't worry yourself. You will be here. We will find you. All right.
Alright.
Yes, all right. So take care. Yeah, man. All right. My goodness. CC. Oh God. See why CC and Jason says 10 shots and I'm praising Jamaica later. Only keep dissing and blacklisting of Liam Bailey. Richard Crawford, we're talking about U20s. Liam Bailey is not 19. Please, God, Richard. Find God. All right, or find Rastafari. Find something. All right. Yes, I'm telling you. Because we agree with Richard Crawford with all of the other statements, them, but just leave Bailey alone. All right? Yes, man. Leave Bailey alone and just talk about somebody else. JD, that won't happen. Stop listening. This man is the man calling and give his take, people. And as I've said, Richard Crawford said he's not Rastafari. We understand Richard Crawford, but support somebody else in Jamaica, man. You can't just love Bailey alone, man. Just understand, we like Bailey too, you know, but But let me talk about the other kids, and we have some good ballers on the field, you know. I want to see them. That's why I'm gonna wake up 4 o'clock. We don't even do Reggae Boyz games 4 o'clock in the mornings. We are finishing 4 o'clock in the mornings for Reggae Boyz games. You understand me? And we are getting up to support the kids them. You understand me? So all we are saying is support the kids them to man Rastafari. All right, big boss. Yeah, man. Big up yourself. All right, guys, please do smash the like button, share, and subscribe. So, as what we are saying, we have some players that are solid players. Reynolds, we expect him to lead the line a little bit more, you know, because he's one coming in from Wolves. So, we expect a little bit more from him. Clearly, he has good pace, good trickery, and direct as well. So, something that you would like in Whisper, I think you would see in him is trickery and is faster controlling and movements a little bit different from Whisper. So he has something good about him. So I could see him causing some problems. Then you have my boy Welsh. I could see Welsh causing some problems. Adrian Reed, I want to see what he has to offer. The next one, Christopher Ainsworth. I want to see what I hope they don't put him in a defensive position. I would love to see him in an advanced role against United States, because the defensive position will just kill his overall game. He would have to spend the entire night defending, which I expect Jamaica to spend the entire night defending. All right. We have to mention the ball. Yes, but Sean Sutherland, let me pull up this Jamaica squad. Let me pull up the Jamaica squad. Jamaica U20 squad. So you guys can get to know it. Rasta. All right, so let me pull up Jamaica. All right, so the Jamaica, let me put it up right here. So I can go through the names and you can know where they're coming from and everything. Let me put it up on the screen so you can get to know them. Because the problem is, you know, I'm not going to sell cocoa juice, people. I'm telling you how it's going to work out. So this is the squad. Joshua Grant, New York Red Bulls. He's a solid keeper. Tawayne Lynch proved that he's a good player. Commands his backs well. Some people would say that he's reckless from time to time, but I like what he brings. I like him. Javin Williams, he's coming in from Reno. All right. Nashan Bolt Barrett coming in from Arnett Gardens. Romian Blake, we know him. The last game he played, it was so bad. Maybe his confidence was too high. You know, it's my player, so I still will give him an opportunity to redeem himself. Adrian Reed, Cavaliers. Rashan Small, Portmore United, 19. Mackay Welsh from Leon Orient. And then Fabian Reynolds from Wolves. Then you have Sadiko, Wizard from Arnett Garden. These are guys that's just coming in, you know. Brian Burkett from Dumble Olin. Big Nell coming in as well. Dustin Cohen from Veer. Oriane Watson. I swore I saw him in the team before. Either it was one from a prelim squad or something, but I saw him in a early team before, you know, in some roster. Don't know if it's in the youth 17s or whatever, but I saw him before. Nashada Gibbs from Real Mona. All right, so people want to get one in the team. Ashton Garden from the Atlanta United, and Nile Waugh from FC Dallas. All right, so as you can see, some of them 17 years old. A lot of them 17 years old, because 17. So a lot of them 17 in the squad. Yeah, so Lynch or Grant for you. Oh God, Lynch or Grant. Ooh. What's the plate? Okay, yeah. Because I knew that I remember his name from somewhere, man. But he never made a U20 team the last time, you know. U17. Okay, thank you. Butler pulling his Phoenix players is a sore note. Well, okay, I heard that as well. I heard that it was one player, the right back guy that played well. I thought that he was selected. That's what I heard. I did not confirm it directly, but that's what I heard. Richard Crawford said, "Me no follow hype. We deal with substance and righteousness. Uno corrupt, hence you are all gonna fail." Jesus God, what is wrong with Richard Crawford? He pulled 3 players. Which 3 players made the national team? because only one of his players was actually good in the last squad. You know. Yes, I heard the same thing in Mr. Dre. I heard the same thing, but it was only one. It was only one I heard made the team. The one that we expected, the one that was playing right back. You know. Yes, he was selected. Butler pull his player. Yeah, man, that's what I heard. The one. So I hope you guys register this, you know. So the Butler hides them like Rastafari, Lord Jesus Christ, and all of the pillar gang them. Make sure you guys document these things, you know. But make sure I'm gonna try and get the proof. Let me get the proof first. All right, let me get the proof first. And then once I get the confirmation that he pulls his players, them. You guys write these things down. So next time when he comes with his propaganda, you guys can use it back because this is not the first he's doing these things, you know. All right. If it's proven to be true, all right, because I know that he has his supporters that can't think anything different. All right. Yes. So make sure we log it, guys. So look at this now. We would set up this squad, guys. We would set up this squad. Woo! All right. So I am looking at this, and I think the best. I think we are gonna see a 4-5-1, a 4-5-1 system. We're not gonna see any expansive, not no 4-3-3 or no 4-2-3-1. I think we're looking at a 4-5-1 system, people. They are going on tour. He also said that particular players has eyes on him. Okay, but what I've heard Mr. Dre that he pulled players out of training. All right, so that's what I heard. Label Butler players unattached, so I will pull them as well. Imagine label your offshore players like that. Richard Crawford, I did beat the JFF to be doing that and call out their unprofessionalism and everything. And you was on this video saying that I am doing the right thing. So don't flip it like Uno, because I had go against them on that one. Denzel McKenzie was pulled as well, but he never deserved to make the team. To be honest, even this batch of players, I wouldn't put him in it because he has not reached that level that what we are talking about, you know. Yes, I agree to disrespect for Richard Crawford, but for me, it was only one player from his academy making this team, and for me, one, period, and there's the one that performed. Tiki stays a one Phoenix. The best player will never represent Jamaica. Jesus God. Mackenzie pulled himself with his performances. I totally agree with that, Jason, because I don't think he was nowhere as good as as nobody says. He was not good at all. Not good at all. The thing is, JD, the JFF continue to be with that disrespect. They continue with the disrespect. Okay. So that's why I said I want to get the proof first, you know, because you see how you guys can say they continue with it when they are reporting things, you know, they kind of omit situations. So that's why I don't want to confirm anything until I go from both sides. Jason, all of Europe want Mackenzie, but Mackenzie, Owen, keep on telling people that. I see him telling me that tell about the rest of the players them as well. So I know we don't hear nothing. Stop fooling people, you know. That's a lie, JD. What's a lie? Which one is a lie exactly? Because I've said a lot of things just a while ago. Same for Farbs and them turning it into a speed. No, Farbs never played good. Farbs get 2 red cards in 3 games. All right, and one of the games that he played was not even a professional game. JFF call managers before they pull the list. Okay. Again, I think Grant in goal has played in the USYN team before. He knows the players and their tactics. Okay, so you will go with Grant first. What was Bicknell called? Yes, Bicknell is in it. He is in it, yeah. And to be honest, I'm putting Bicknell over Mackenzie in the team. So Bicknell getting back Mackenzie's spot. All right? Yes. I don't see what you guys are seeing in Mackenzie. I'm very sorry. I don't see that hype. But let's say no, his player's not going to play. Okay. So you're saying that is the case. Okay. Why so much hate on Butler players? Young Kings, Bicknell is a Butler player. And the next player that we said should make the team is a Butler player. We just make sure to tell you which players played properly, Young Kings. So if we're pointing out 2 players that we would have took in the actual squad, that doesn't mean we hate Butler players. That means we're just identifying footballers that are actually playing good. And if the JFF select those guys, or the coach select those guys, we can say, yes, the coach is seeing. His eyeballs is working. You know? Yeah, Garden get picked based on his performance. And if it's down to Bicknell and Mackenzie, Bicknell going in the team because we're playing Costa Rica and United States. Bicknell will try to defend. No, I know, but he's still a baller from Butler, same way. All right? So all I'm saying is that means we're not biased. If we see the players in playing, we're going to use them. All right? All right. Richard Crawford said, God is using the football to pull attention from the world. All right. Burrell coach Bicknell. No, they love Bicknell. Oh my God. Bicknell, I'm not okay. Oh my God. JD Medea, for see the end result of your good kids. Laugh out loud. I just said support the kids, them ticket staying. You know what I don't like? JD, you get work, that guy. Oh, you need all of the guys in the team. Okay, but we can't work like that, man. We have to look at performances. If the guy have a limited amount of players he could pick, he has to go with who fits the system. What we're gonna bring Mackenzie for? If we're not gonna use any true attacking midfielder, what we're gonna use Mackenzie for? Be honest to yourself. You're gonna play Costa Rica. Let me talk football now. Let me talk football. If you're gonna be on the back foot for 95,000% of the time, you don't think that if I'm going to choose between Bicknell and Mackenzie, I'm going to use Bicknell because I already have wingers, you know, that can break the press, you know. So I would prefer to use the wingers them done right there. And then I want Welsh, I want Bicknell, I want Adrian Reed. All of them can actually do a job deeper line, so they can protect it. You understand me? They can protect a little bit better. I never said Bicknell is the right player, but I would still choose him over him because I'm going to use the players them, not just bring the keeper and don't use the keeper. Because the last time they brought the keeper for Phoenix, what they said is the best thing since sliced bread. He can kick ball 500 miles from his starting point. They didn't use him. You know why? Because reality hit the fan. Every single game in the U20s. We ended up under pressure, and when they're under pressure, that's when the truth comes out, because the coach has to revert back to what he knows will work rather than selling sensationalism. And then he puts on everyone except even when the next keeper was dropping down, they never tried to bring on the big superstar keeper that is 19 foot taller than the entire goalpost, can kick it to the next post and do everything that you just said. They never choose to put him on. Come on, man. Let me reason logically, man. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? Already he had an injury, JD. So Mr. J said he had an injury. So that's why. So he got selected. And people proper footballer got left, and he got selected, and he had an injury. My goodness, boy, that is sad. That is sad, Mr. Dre. That is very sad. You're all waiting for Butler players to be this loyal, so you can then use them. Corruption to its fullest. Jesus God. Malik says, so why bring them? That's a question I'm asking. Miss Novel O'Brien, thanks for passing through. Hope all is well with you and the family. All right. The same question I have to ask. Is he that good? So we have to bring him. He's going to motivate the other kids then. He's not even really training at the moment based on what I see. All right. Facts, Crawford. Tiki Stain says facts. Tikistin, nobody fighting against Butler players, big boss. It's just Uno want all the Butler players them in the team every single time. And every single time they touch the field, they embarrass Uno. Almost, no, not almost. Every one of Butler players them this year disappoint in a Jamaican shirt. Every one of them except Robino Garden. Every sip Whisper in a Jamaica shirt, disappointing, terrible. They had to sub him off halftime against Edie. Liam Bailey, not play good for Jamaica, none at all. Mackenzie want to hype up, not play good. The next one don't come off of the keeper didn't come off of the bench. The next one will be sold. Him get 2 red cards in 3 games, and obviously in position and ability is terrible. Maybe he will get better now. So everything on a make up, every story what you guys making up, it don't work out. JD, lie you tell from Butler players them. Jesus God, I'm naming off the players them, you know. And if you agree with what I'm saying, that means it's true. That's a lie on Bailey. Oh my God. They say Bailey turn up for Jamaica. My goodness, Lord God. All right. I think Malachi Douglas is at Phoenix as well. Oh God. Malachi Douglas was good. We have not seen him as yet. So when we see him, we are going to give him his credit. JD, you only see the game against 80. That was, I saw the other games as well. But I don't want to go on the other games, you know, because I'm going to embarrass you again. You get me? So I prefer not to go at the other games. I just talked about the most recent one. All right? So Malachi Douglas will save the Butler camp. All right? With Robino Garden. Balakik said that, JD, I think in the future, we good, with good player, come from KFC and Ballers. Do believe that as well. JD hit the nail on the head about Butler players. Them Jesus Christ. Well, nobody in the chat has said that. Them have beat me. The Butler hides them out and stunting. Oh my God. Richard Crawford said, one whisper, please adjust ballot correctly. Sir Captain Bailey. Oh my God. These guys' ego, their ego knows no bound. Oh my God. Yes, JD. Leon Bailey turned up for JA. Did what? Well, Mr. Dre said him turn up, you know, so I don't know. Even him himself was saying the turn up, but Mr. Dre knows him turn up. Good God. Oh yes, he turned up. He had a new video. Let me tell you, what's the name of the song, man? Oh my God, I can't remember that song. Good Lord. The name of the song. Yeah. Bailey has a next group coming. Butler has a next group coming up that I am looking forward to. Okay. Well, I know that Densley is not it. Robina Garden turned up in the competition. Robina Garden turned up in the competition. We give them that. Sure, we are not biased. You guys just want we to hype up the man, but him a hype up. We're hyping up the guys that we clearly saw played football. That's all you're saying. JD, Jamaica not good. And that is Bailey's problem. So you guys keep being delusional. My God. Man said Jamaica not good. And Richard Crawford said, mad them Butler. Oh my God. I don't know who is mad, you know. I haven't heard Butler talk about Malachi, because he wasn't a original Phoenix man until somebody come in, man. Believe me. Denzel going to get a big contract in Malta. Okay. Biggest contract in Malta. Let me type it in. The biggest contract in Malta. Contract in Malta. Malta football. All right, 360 contracts. All right, biggest contract in Malta. Oh my God. The average salary for a footballer in Malta. Why? Biggest contract don't look so big, people. The biggest contract don't look so big, you know. I prefer not. I prefer not speak, you know. Mighty Ants. Remember that name, Mighty Ants. All right, Mighty Ants. Oh my God, I assume that he's going to be a very small, strong human being. Is that correct? Mighty ant. Oh my God. Oh, you guys are giving me information. I have to take it. All right. Kevin says, JD, no, enough Butler players cannot go to Malta. Go back to Malta. That's a lie. Oh my God. Ooh. Wow. The fight, one thing, you're sure that once he comes out to Mr. Butler, and Phoenix called, it's a sure fight in the chat, Oh my God. We were talking about quality players just a while ago on a big competition, and nobody wanted to talk. I know at the back end of the video, a peer fight with the Phoenix Cult. Denzel is the best 10 in JA. So say CB. No, he switched his mouth. He said it. He never said none of his players can make the national team. Mr. Butler is a pathological liar, man. I can go over his ends, and just clip any video. And when talk about Denzel and hear him tell us, and Denzel the best number 10, and him at the fixed Jamaica team, And the man say him never says so, The last speech he make him say him never says so, And people that think him mad if he thinks him players them ready for make Jamaica national team, I'm wondering if he doesn't believe people can see the YouTube channels them. I don't think of fake views people get in. He thinks it's fake views, He actually thinks that, The man's a pathological liar, the man. The man, big boss. The man. No. Richard Crawford, that's a lie. That's a full lie, Richard. You can't say me a hater right here, Richard Crawford. That tells you how you stay, brother. A man can just lie to you, and you're just perfectly all right. The Richard Crawford, if you could just be honest and say the man make a lie there, that's a flat out lie, people would have take you serious. All right. JD, on a serious note, if LB plays an Aston Villa, the way he plays for us, what would Villa do? I don't know. Perpetual hater. JD, you sound away now, JD. Oh my God. Wow. So Mr. J, you know, that's okay. The man himself, oh my God. You know what? All right, sorry to call him a liar there, because obviously if I have the proof and he's just lying for no reason, why I can't call it out, people, man? Come on, man. Mighty Ants is serious, a 13-year-old. All right, sorry, people. All right, maybe I've used the wrong word. He's not a pathological liar. I've used the wrong word. But because every single time I've just clearly heard the man just say some things and I prove that it's a lie, and he never needed to say so. That's why I'm just saying he's a pathological liar, because most of the things that he's lying about, you don't necessarily need him to be lying about those things. JD, you have to understand, he's the manager of these players. So it seems he's willing to lie to push them into key teams. I understand that. That's why I'm saying why you don't support it in the end. But because Jamaica people was fighting you at the time, you switch your mouth completely. And these are things that people can get evidence for. Because remember, just a while ago, I started out Bonnie JFF, and everyone was okay with it. No, the man must not go too far when it's Mr. Butler. But when we just beat JFF, the whole I know, yeah, man, lie them I tell. See the lie there, see the big lie there. Which are true, which are true. But look how we were uniformed, beating the JFF. But once Mr. Butler, we prove, many of us go for the files for no lie Mattel, and uno knows a lie Mattel, and uno can't admit the truth. That's all like funny. But we just beat the JFF. JD, you are 8 but long time. Never give Butler credit. Oh my God. Tiki Stain, come on, man. Tiki Stain, man. We just beat the JFF star, and you are the whole of we were uniform beating the JFF. Because we clearly see them get caught in a lie. You get me? And me and the one Drew Rasta for war too as well. Me never seen for the rest of that. Him not calling him, not do nothing. JD, why you apologize? I heard. No, I know. I'm just check. This is what Jamaica is. Somebody say, all right, me I kill the argument. Me not gonna argue anymore. Because if me know true and them know true, but them no want me call him a liar. Even when him proving say him a tell a lie. And no, Carol Butler gonna be under this video this me up. So I can't get away from them. Somebody gonna send it to Carol Butler. She gonna come and smoke me later. You understand me? JD, I will not support the corruption. Jesus God. Yeah, Carol Butler will be under this video, leaving 550 comments. You know, I have not this Carol Butler, brother. She's gonna be under disrespecting me, dunning me for the. Oh my God. I never see you give Butler credit. Oh my God. I gave Butler credit a lot of times, man. A lot of times. It's because my first channel, Ticket Stain, you were here in my first channel, you know, because that channel went down, you know. So I never knew all of the things them. But once I started to find out things, the good start being outweighed by the bad, you know. JD, this is going too far because people start talking about, oh, he's amongst meeting. Oh my, no, people, please let me stop. Let me stop because they're gonna smoke me. Anybody else can come out and talk on YouTube, but once I do say anything, JFF, the policeman them want word me, JFF want word me, Mr. Butler want word me, Phoenix Cult want word me. It look like just me alone them like everybody else can just talk freely. I've just talked just a while ago. Jeremy Miller jumping want word me. Oh yeah, yo, what you mean? What you mean? Why you try to kill the conversation? If we just said Argentina racist, that's done this. So it wouldn't just worried me for everything. And if you just listen to me, you know, I am actually right, you know, because I'm reading off things, you know, always, you know, are presenting the facts, you know, but you know, they just want to beat me. Just me alone. You know? Who is Carol Butler? I think it's some family of him, you know. But anytime I do talk about him, someone clip it and then they send it to she or the next short one, him son, and then them disrespect me, you know. Carol Butler will be a little bit nicer, but anytime certain things irk our feelings, she just start lose it in the chat, you know, and 64 comments rapid off. Nobody else comment can't be seen. Nobody his comments can't be seen. She just done me, you know. JD, on a serious note, what did Butler do to you? Tell us. It's good to open up. What? Jesus God. You know what? Let me leave Umza alone. I can't believe this. Umza drink some Kool-Aid. JD Butler. Okay. Okay, Butler still like me when they said 10 billion chances. So he said Butler exaggerate. Oh my God. Wow. All right. So no one see me and Butler the same thing. You know, I come out for the stream and just buy some KFC and live my life, you know. Because when I don't know, Omar. I don't know. Can't you get a job for speed to clean Ajax style it? Just to learn something about development. Oh my God. Bully, is our sister. Brilliant concept. Okay, I never knew. I knew that obviously I saw the Butler name, so I knew that it's some relation, you know. JD and Richie was in collusion to sell Whisper, so he eats Butler. Jesus God. Oh my God. Tiki Stain, why you don't stop the lie? Without me getting evaluation on players and the interest of players, maybe the player wouldn't be sold. So you should thank me. All right. Yes, but I never wanted to sell any player. I never tried to sell Whisper. None at all. Whisper can't come and tell you that. Mr. Butler can't come and tell you that. All right. Yes. Don't bother with it. No, you hear say I true me to get the money. Oh my God, oh Lord, JD, what did Butler do to you on a personal note? Nothing. You guys brought up his name and because of his players them, and we just gave the facts. If you are getting a lot of criticism, it means you are doing a good job. Don't fear when you are being honest. Yeah, man, but I can't talk about JD bias against Butler is real. Oh my God. One Love says Butler hater. Oh my God. What did I say? All right. So all of the Butler lovers them. Am I lying that he had said that Mackenzie is the one to solve Jamaica midfield and Mackenzie is better than every midfielder Jamaica have? Just tell me the truth. Tell me say I'm lying. If you don't say me a lie, me done. Me not focus about lie anymore. Tell me say I'm lying, people. Tell me that I'm lying. Please. I'm begging. Tell me that I'm lying. Because you don't watch everything about that say. So tell me that I'm lying. I'm waiting. And if you say it's not lie, that means it's a blatant lie. Tell them, because he said when he was getting the backlash, he never said so. He never ever say that his players are ready for the national team. But that's technically a lie, brother. Come on, man. So come on, man. So why me can't say the man just tell a lie then? But me could have said the JFF told a lie. You saw lie funny, and then me have a big hater. And remember, this started from we analyzing his players. We had said his player, Rabina Garden, deserved to make the team because he was one of the best right back in the team. So we're not fighting against the players, man. But you guys don't want to listen, you know? It makes no sense by that logic because JFF get a lot of criticism. Can we say JFF is doing a good job because they get a lot of criticism? All right, so see it? Denzel McKenzie is better than all of your offshore players, them. Okay, wow. So thank you for saying it, all right? Something wrong if the man says so? No, but it's not true, One Love. And then now when he's getting a backlash on a different topic, he said, he jumped back and said, oh, I have never, because what he wanted to do is to protect that he had said he puts a list and you have to oblige by the list before his player came back. So because he wants to put strength to his argument, he said none of his players are ready for the national team, and he would never say something like that. But me not can take a clip and you know what, Tickistin, it's all right. It's all right. One thing I can tell you, you see, anytime I want to be a billionaire, I come back to Jamaica. I'm sure that. Anytime I want to become a billionaire, I come back to Jamaica with what I have, and it's 100% proof, facts that I'm going to become a billionaire in Jamaican currency. 100% facts. 100% facts. I'm telling you. So anytime I just want to love money alone, I'm coming to Jamaica back. 100%. And I'm certain that I'm going to be a billionaire. Certain. 1000%. Just watch. End the stream. Okay. Yeah, man. JD, the time you use fighting Butler, use it to help Zimenez get a contract. Jesus Christ. Oh my God. Yeah. Oh my God. Wow. So on the 8, everybody else, I just Butler alone in love on him players them. Wow. Zimenez in this up. My goodness. You guys are some wicked people, you know, man. You guys are some wicked people. Wish the young youth no see it, brother, and listen to someone here. I tell you, wicked and bad man, you know. Oh my God. We can't be arguing if Butler lie or not. Laugh out loud. It's like, say, JD, don't exaggerate. JD, people in the position don't lie. They use tactics. Oh my God. JD, answer the question. And the chat wants to know. What do you want to know? What do you want to know? What do you want to know? Because I came out today and told you that the guy have not been signed by again. He has not signed any contract. He's still with Younger Circle. That's what I've said. But he's there Mount Pleasant training, and it's looking like that's the case. I've explained the entire breakdown to you. All right. Oh, Whisper can make Circleburger. Whisper can make Circleburger team. They must be mad, man. Make which team over who? Whisper can make the team over none of them wing either. Be honest to yourself. So, brother, the man them change them setup. And they just go in a different direction. The man them buy a bag of young players, a bag of 20-year-old for how much millions of dollars. So they are already established young players. So now them are gonna still keep whisper out a Chelsea team, just like how them keep out Zimini's outer circle Braga as well, people. It's just the facts. Let me be honest to ourselves, the man. The man is young, and the other players them came in young for a whole heap of money. And Whisper will start for Circle Burger, make Chelsea put him up alone and see if Circle Burger will even pick him over them players there. Take his stand. Get real, man. Get real. Let me face reality, man. Let me face reality. Get real, man. Get real, brother. Let me stop the foolishness. Make which Circle Burger team over who? Come on, man. You have players at the team already try to go to 40 million. It's two different conversations, but I'm just saying who not hype up wouldn't make the team either. Maybe he would have stayed in the youth team longer because he has the age. So maybe the man and the management and believe that they have a different route to go. So yes. JD, you are really a hater. No, I'm just trying to show you the complex situation. Young Kings, yeah, maybe Whisper far better than him. But in this context, he wouldn't make it over the other guys. Them will get bought for Circle Burger. That's all I'm saying. And you can admit, say that is true, Say it was a difficult position he put himself in. That's all I'm saying, people. Maybe he's not good enough for the team because of the direction they're going in, and they bought a bag of high-profile young kids. Is that not true? Be honest to yourself. Tiki Stain, is that not true what I've just said? They have not bought a bag of young kids, a bag of quality young kids for millions of dollars. The same age group of the player. More than 78 young players in the same position. Is that not true? Be honest. No, I'm just remember we're arguing. I'm done. Tiki Stain, I agree with you that maybe he was not as good as other guys. Them, I agree with that, and I'm not arguing for Zimenez. I'm just arguing the situation to say that any one of our players, Dixon, anybody never go get in a game, and them never even get picked either because of who the guys them going for. So all I'm saying is maybe he made the right decision to go somewhere else because the players them that's there at this point, they are young as him and they have spent way more money on them. These players expected to be 40 million in the next 3 years. You understand me? I don't think that they're not looking at the clubs. Them. Let me put it back. Let you see them so you can see for yourself. All right. And this is not me picking up for no Zimenez. That has nothing. I'm just saying. I think maybe that's the best situation because I don't think he's going to get no pull over them because no man will pay 5 million for a 19-year-old and pay 100,000 for you and then going to be using you. Unless you're scoring 700 goals in training, that's the only way you're going to get picked over that situation. So let me maximize it to show you people. All right. These are all the kids them that's there now in the position them. As you saw here, Augusto from Brazil, 20 years old, 3 million at this point. All right. Denke, 23-year-old, 16 million. He's going to be 25 million. He was one of the top scorers in the league overall. All right. Bayo, 400,000. Efekele 500,000. Summer 25. Take out some out of him because him old. Minda came in. As you could see here, Minda is from Ecuador. He's 21 years old. 6 million. All right. Kazim 21 years old. Nigeria and Belgium 1.5 million. All right. Bruno came in from Brazil, 21 years old, 3 million. All right, so all of them were coming people. They have spent a load of money on the players, them, and they want their space. So it's not going to be easy, people. All right. Tiki Stain. They are not just the money. I've seen them played. You saw them played as well, Tiki Stain. They are not bad players. They are some of Brazil's top players, them. Top young players, them. So if you think you're going to get game over them, I'm very sorry, Tiki Stain, because they know they can get 50 million for them in next 2 years. So if Jimenez do the best thing, he might still not get in the game. You understand me? Because I have 47 million to collect on each one of these players. Yeah, so I hope you understand where I'm coming from, people. So I understand. I would agree as well that maybe he's not on the level as other guys. Them that is true with Tikistin, and I agree from yesterday. So it's not like me trying to protect the player. I'm agreeing with you, but I'm just saying, the position most of our players them in our country wouldn't make it either. Oh, you don't understand? Well, go on back to your cult, all right? So, people, all I'm saying is some of these positions that they're finding themselves in are difficult positions. So, when you're sending these players overseas, please send them to some places. So why them never try sell him instead of send him home? I don't think him sent him home, you know. And no contract of no deal. That's why I say Miracle him no sign nowhere. Where is it? He has not signed anywhere. Is it? He's training with Mount Pleasant. He's training with Mount Pleasant. So let me see if it's going to be a deal. And that's why the man should not run with stories unless it's completed, you know. Because the people them say him not sign away. Him not sign to Mount Pleasant as yet. So let's see, you know. Let me see if him going to sign to them directly and it's going to come with a fee before we can jump to that miracle. But based off his people and himself, him not sign away. All right? So that's all me I say, you know. It makes better sense, business sense, to play the South American players. They are better investment in terms of returns. He's still listed at yes, he's still there. He's Tikistin. The man wouldn't know, say him not sign to the next club. Him not big enough to know that. So I'm not tell us the man not sign away, brother. So just wait until the man sign. To there, but it's looking like that's the case. I'm honest. It's looking like that's the case. But based on my knowledge, as of yesterday, he never signed anywhere. All right? That's all I'm saying. But it's looking like that's what will happen. Guys, get up the likes on the video. All right? We have not even hit 200 likes as yet. What kind of bad mind are going in the chat? What kind of bad mind are going in the chat? Maybe because we're fighting about lights them. You stole Jimenez via default and still cannot get him a contract. Aren't you ashamed now? I never stole Jimenez, none at all. We're gonna see when I think it's going to happen. I think he's going to move. Butler will advise Jimenez to find a smaller club in Europe. All right. So people, it's Friday, and as I've said, later I'm gonna rally back in the morning to run the game. So make sure you're locked in. As we said, 10 super chats we want because it's morning stream, so you need to support it. Even it doesn't matter how much it is, you need to support the program. All right, because it's match day, and you guys want me to be out there and on the battlefield early, you know. Even though I'm not confident, and I know you guys are not confident, I know you're gonna turn up. So we have to turn up. We have to support the guys, and we can't just because we don't have so much faith in them. We're not gonna turn up and do the game. We are gonna be doing the game, people. We're gonna be doing the game. All right? Yeah, man. Football is run as a business. That is true. So let we wait and see. Let me type in to see if anything pop up for Jimenez, if he has put pen to paper as yet. Jamaica. Before I do come off this, Jimenez. All right. So we still don't see anything as yet. We still don't see anything as yet. Yeah. So that's just the old articles. Nothing comes up. Once he signs, it will be in the stars, people. JD, what they told Jimenez, he's not a part of the future or something. I don't know. Maybe he has his plans, and I'm not a spokesperson for Jimenez, you know, people. All right, I'm just trying to make sense of the situation, and it's something that I followed. So that's why. One, Craig Butler, the god of our football. Yeah, man, maybe that's the case, Richard Crawford. Yeah, maybe that's the case, you know. Tell you. All right, so people, thanks very much for passing through. We are burnt down the building yet again. I'm going to put up my wallpaper for Macy Greenwood. Yeah, because he was the main man at the front right there, you know? Yes. And I hope he plays for Jamaica, you know? Crispy, you're going to come here and tell me I'm being disingenuous? All right, so I can't talk about Macy Greenwood anymore, you know? One Macy Greenwood, people, big up on yourself. Thanks for being here. See you in the next one. Miracle. Jason Ferran, what you saying? What happened? Hold on, fan of mine at one Mason Greenwood. I just said one Mason Greenwood. So every time I say I'm going away, you have some man just pop up. So one Jason Ferran, you know, my eye in the shadows, you know. Fan of mine, what you have to say now? Just say the final words so I can leave, you know? I can just leave. Because yeah, man. Well, 3 hours there, just a forward. That's it, you know. I just said I'm gonna put Macy Greenwood as my wallpaper. All right, and I said one Macy Greenwood. All right, are we getting Mason? I don't know. Everybody says so. Oh my God. Oh my God. Well, Jason Ferran, be careful. Mind the gang beat, you know. God. Mind the gang dust you out, Jason. All right. Yeah. Mind the gang beat Daphne a worship man. No, but God. Oh, all right. Yeah. So, hold on. The defending gang turn up at the end. After them smoke me for 1 hour. Oh my God. All right, people, let me finish this stream. Hopefully the next stream will not have nothing to do with Mr. Butler. I don't have any player in the team. So you guys, the Butlerites, don't have the turn up. We're going to support Jamaica national team in the morning, people. National team in the morning, not Butler team. All right, so when they don't have the turn up, when they can turn up the next day after. All right, when they can laugh after the national team, because that's all it is. All right, and disrespect everybody else. Okay, so people, take care. We will talk. All right, bye-bye.